marry the one another man spoiled. Remember, Romans chapter 6 verse 2 says, God will repay each person according to what they have done. I have never seen a handsome mathematics teacher before. They all look like quadratic equations. Even if sense and wisdom is falling like rain, African leaders will still use umbrella. By the time you buy a car, they will be wanting those with private jets. My brother, you can never satisfy women. Girls used to stay at home and cook like their mothers. Nowadays, they stay outside and drink like their fathers. No woman can control me. No woman can control me. But once she says, go and lock the door, you fly like a bird. When your man is angry and shouting at you, just take off your clothes. Men don't argue with naked ladies. Once a girl enters your room and see plasma TV, decoder, laptop, fridge, AC, microwave, and foodstuffs, my brother, believe me, a serious relationship has just started. A man can be in UK and not okay. He can live in US and still be useless. All good things come from above, not abroad. When you start behaving like ECG in a relationship, don't complain when your partner finds a generator. A jealous demon may appear as a supportive angel. An open enemy is better than a false friend. Some black women think having a big ass is a career. Beyonce's net worth is $850 million with 22 Grammys and over 100 million album sales, and still forgive Jay-Z when he cheats, and you with only 2 panties won't make us rest. I think it is time for us to start dating by qualification. We cannot have a degree and get heartbreak from an ordinary SSC holder. It's highly unacceptable. My brother, relax. That girl you are begging to accept you is also begging another guy not to leave her. We are all beggars. Thank you very much, my brother Ricky.
We a big Joe Fraser, y'all. Me say Unity Radio. That lumber here. Ashamiba America, USA. Me never be and TSA Unity Radio.
Who say man no day? Man day ankasa. Unity Radio. Yabani yaba. Ba yawa.
Empanifo kan wa mwo sa aboa enwa wo hwe ne husu ya ye fra no wotope no kura trodo no wa opoku jamfi wa bin adwumam wanyin aba be otope.
Asampayetia obanyansa foso wo bunuye wonka na asam tema futu sam kakre wa supreme yo kofi o man ya woman o man ya mama na enyi baby akọ ta ya wareni wonsom wanyinyi pa asade pa wo fe oye demo emberaye ebe ya ifuyana amaya umano amaya mamana ati waya nobra nyamichata yemana renya wonso wanyini
Unity Radio, the voice of the people.
demo emberaye ebe ya ifuyana
Unity Radio. We know radio.
Masa enyo hu baga don hu gana chance kuntu na chia na afise munya papa ampa what na se chache ye na ko so muchi na waje Unity Radio ye nyansa se Unity Radio kila ya
kemo yemberaye abeya obrayu arabo omabeya efriana emina kemo yemberaye abeya efriana ese omabeya efriana
Nondo abo pa usima dunkru ha Unity Radio 103.9
efriana
Oman be ya na efriana ara Kofi wa Yobeka say in democracy, if you don't criticize the condition you are in, you are a traitor to your nation. And I pray a way and you may baby will be a just on corner de bro and for Unity Radio 103.9. And then so da fofra Onyankopon twedi ampon basafa oto nsuo bo awia obo nipa boss robo asase odi a chain. We have to be grateful for another day and another life. Let's not say 15 America 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time kopim nyame ya adoma awia no mienu a na Ghana honkomo ane eba bebo na ya boy abrabo mu nso nkomo anope my enko Ghana and crime specifically na mencha and I don't know why I don't know but Manucho will get me yencha mamia bankuma all the way from Pantai Government Hospital in Accra na yencha yinu abema I friend second Fredericks out also Germany na yencha yinu anuma aka on ehwe nyina John Anoche mpacho anope wapom te sen minim say John o Ghana. I think you are in Ghana, John Anoche. It might be afternoon in Ghana. Mijidi say ohun eye o join here comment down on the show na share video no na nyina yan dwendwen nsema da yepono so ene no eho. And I will be looking and be doing a follow up on the Ejura killings and the happenings, latest happenings, and as well as yebeshe 170 million judgment debt Ghana eka yakofa to ehun so a wo say yitu reference Boakye Agyarko de nsem bia betudwa wo say ene ye baba mu na yechichemu nkomo na onso de wadwenkyere ede eba until we be having a lot to but say said you see that is why you need to be part of this show and na many penny bi kasa o Ghana and I say hey masa mo boy adwuma power American na metie mu de bia na me say da ase now the good thing is that they say police for they are upping their game and we hope they don't stop. Omo apo omo games no. Ni nyina ne say police for akwachi akromfo pa. They are financier omo. Police burst robbery gangs financier. Robbery no or penny bia ono no de sika taachiri. E man krofo ko wi amanfo ni ade no. And I mean, like I say, police for grab no. I know that chance so they grabbed a couple of armed robbers yesterday, notorious ones. Nipa mi nubi omako chiomo. Agbogbloshie market and na yebe na ye di munkomo. Sesia me know like I said, the ukwa ho clam has been restored, but earlier no na enye easy. Okopie mu ho Gunshots nyina any tear gas nyina were used or Agbogbloshie market. Ekobani saying details will be unfolding on the show. I know that chance so 170 million judgment debt no yebedi unkomo Boakye Agyarko say World Bank no NDC about getting into that particular deal and to me and can and it revealed Gloria Akuffo-Addo snubbed Gloria Akuffo snubbed Boakye Agyarko's directive not to terminate GPGC deal and also now Sam George in South to be a His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana say Akufo-Addo HAC shadows nkwan. What does he mean by that? Ebebo room na ya baba ni nyina major shootings Chief Imam Akasa so ena NPP for say omo ye worried because NDC take ade no ede enya political advantage. What do they mean by that? Many more coming up on the show. Yetrasisi ane de asaraka say Richway Auto School, Dan Auto Repairs, Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon, Super Cleaning Services, Anochi Chrome Restaurant, Danko African Market, KM Raf Roofing, Financial Services by Rashida, and Venon Women's Health Services. Na edru se mo adwumadi ne yamodi anso ye bi jama na mo akere madwan na de asaraka say PSC ama Nabian Barbering Salon and of course Anochi Trading and Anochi Cold Store. Omodaruma and it meets Nasi, am I did you bro? And Charles Coco, the America, Yajidis, who ye and Anopa Manucho she blua, unim de Taisi. So who's a Manucho, a she blua, BB Taisi with ya. Some one monitor shows now. Go back to the clips or she blue shirt.
Hey.
I don't know, say.
I'm trying to know myself. The last time I wore blue and what's really happening in this
blue.
But I'm share.
David Agbanyaga can be. Ushe blue. Ukobaka. Any day you wear blue, David. Abramovich.
18 years since he bought Chelsea. I mean, it's 18 years today.
Yeah, 18 years exactly.
Or taught Chelsea. I mean, I'm celebrating with him, and since he bought Chelsea, it has been the most successful English club.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as we are concerned, 18 years or it's a milestone now. I think he deserves all the plaudits that he's turned Chelsea into the powerhouse as far as football is concerned in Europe. and especially if for England there, he's well celebrated. That's mean if the England should go to a battle or has the voice to make themselves known that England is a citadel. I know what as far as world football is concerned or club football is concerned. Chelsea now I raise the hide the flag with his money, with his tactical acumen, making the right purchases, getting the right coaches at the right time. He's done well. He's done well. This morning going through my synopsis now, that headline, I'm saying, then let me wear it for him. On
Abramovich.
On a bad day, I'll come and talk about it.
And gradually we are welcoming you to Chelsea.
No, you are not welcoming. No.
So bank
man, I know how you are emotional about Chelsea, but the point is that for me, it's a milestone I want to celebrate.
Emotional,
but you know you are emotional about Chelsea.
Chelsea,
but the point is that we are the papa there.
We don't want you to.
We don't
want you to.
I started. No, I'm a journalist.
No, but we need to celebrate.
Yes, I do have a problem. I'm a journalist at Bet and at First. And then I make one sem. You can. Say celebrate. It's also allowed. But as a journalist, I wanted to give this information.
Journalist,
and celebrate with them.
Journalist, I Arsenal. Everybody knows how we Arsenal.
What's wrong with it? So I can't talk about Chelsea.
Michael Damte say, Michael Damte Chelsea pa. What's he say?
Me support Arsenal, so I shouldn't talk about Chelsea. I shouldn't
support Arsenal. Watch the blue dia by Chelsea.
Then it's Matthias here. Matthias, baby, original the fan but the point is that the why for England the 2 Champions League. What Arsenal has not dreamt but since 1905 was the
No, 1905 Chelsea.
1886. Arsenal has never dreamt of it, which imagine 2 within that space of 18 years. So I think he's done well. He deserves everything.
Yeah, and 5 Premier League trophies.
Yes.
2 Europa League trophies.
I don't. I'm only interested in 2. You can do the rest. The league and the Champions League is why I'm celebrating him. Personally,
FA Cup is very important.
Oh yes, the oldest competition. It depends. At the end, contextual. If Meka be I was saying it, I don't believe in it. Say Meka.
I was still for Champions League.
Contextual. I don't know what you were talking about in terms of FA. The oldest competition, if you win, it's not bad. But in the club's history, is the league and the Champions League. I regard.
So
and then the Mami boom.
Yes. Chelsea the most successful club under Abramovich era.
Yes.
What makes them successful?
Because
Champions League now can.
Yes.
The era now buy right?
In England, he's the most successful club in England. You can do the details analysis later. But in terms of trophy haul, report I'm reading.
The Europa League some person better cray.
Oh, me league in the Champions League in the measure of the how successful I rate Chelsea. Sanka when you Europa ni FA Cup na de anka men kan wase.
Michael Mosro.
Anka men fan kase. But me can was because of the league and Champions League. It makes the club most very beautiful. But I agree. You can add the rest, the condiments. In Chenika Kra, Mokoka Kra, and the obey to me account. But and quite none dead yet.
Erica starting in your money.
You've really done well. Oh yeah.
I see Arsenal. Until baby some say wow for number bonda bay. Because anytime I do see
Arsenal should learn from the success of Chelsea. I think it will help them. But they need an owner awards.
Sportingly, me good news, man.
Yes.
Locatelli.
Signed almost near. Oh, okay. Almost there and by in Temba. But to be good to have a Locatelli, I think it's the Italian sensation.
But Sancho to United is a done deal.
Oh yes, I read about
Dortmund for confirm.
But don't worry, I saw Sanchez playing piano. Sancho. It will be. I said, I want to say, Sanchez or piano, and what happened eventually? It's about the way.
I don't know United quite to play.
No, because they have recent issue together with Arsenal. The players in some say who trajectory ni. Pogba came with very high spirits. They won on national team, but at United, I don't think he's gotten to the height. Sanchez, he was working in there as one of the most successful players at Arsenal. We were Robin van Persie. I think another player who lighted up Arsenal has been Sanchez. United gen in the spell of the moment. You saw what they did to him. Lukaku, he was flying high at Everton. You saw what happened.
Sanchez free Chelsea so. First Chelsea and CG players. They said about United.
Oh yes, Chelsea has attended the
Anthony Martial.
Yes, on Oscar.
He's missing in action.
Has been missing. But what Sancho or Olia Sancho Lee? Yeah, local balance. Your friend, when him Sancho Lee.
Sancho Lee.
We got Sancho. I mean, and the third term after my job.
But when him officially, and Messi a free agent, and then 1st July.
It's a good and a bad news as far as I'm concerned.
Is the say or the Neko has Messi for House of Folk?
It's you see, but for me, I'm happy for Barcelona and I'm happy for the player personally. I'm one person I believe that Barcelona should move beyond Messi. But I think to have such a big cow taking all the milk or taking all the chunk of the money, you know, it's not good. They need cash cow. They need cash cows now. Those who can bring them. Fine. People argue that Messi being there in a
Manchester United means business. Exclusive reports is here. Just Man United close to finalizing deal for Rafa Varane too. They really mean good. Business.
That's good.
After securing Sancho, they are moving to Rafa Varane, which means they want to contest for the Premier League.
And the truth is that those are the areas they need to augment. I mean, for some time now, they need somebody to run the wings. So we are where you say, that's their young chap will be a penasemi. He's a striker. This little boy.
Rashford,
no, not Rashford. Oh, the other one.
Anthony Martial.
Not Martial. The other one.
Lingard.
Greenwood.
Oh, Greenwood.
Greenwood has been running that lines, but he's not really a winger of a sort. Sancho can do that job beautifully, so that he can metamorphose into a proper centre forward. Not defensively. Lindelof is not good
left
too.
Wing horn.
Yes.
The left part of the attack. No, but Anthony Martial.
Yes.
He was doing well, but Anthony Martial.
Yeah,
when he said Manchester United, only player, me penna sempa.
Yeah, he came with
because of his persona and any talent and all.
Yes.
I know he's so
it was a bigger, better player than Mbappe. I mean, when he was very young,
was at
like
no Monaco, sir.
Yes, at 17, the prospects are not the band, are not Shepa, but United has kept it as Dumnija brutally. But United, they are doing good business. I mean, Sancho wrapped up and it's good. Omunya Varane, so Lindelof is not really doing the job well. Maguire, they know they will not let him go. They love their deep freezer very well. This way than I bet chilling so Omunya Varane, he's won young as he is, he's won everything in football. I mean, to make him a great player, and to pair him with Maguire will mean they having all the things that they can look out for. I'm not so sure about Fernandes. Bruno has not given me all the plaudits. But in the first major season, second season, I want to watch him very well. But it sets it up beautifully. Say, United are doing good business. I mean, if player purchases is anything to go by, then they will give the likes of City and Chelsea a good run for their money next season. And I'm expecting. For us now, they are just a sleeping giant. Okay. They are not serious.
We'll come back to the sporting fraternity and then sports because then we couldn't and when you're digesting by fire and word of motivation my team for by the kindness courtesy of Richway Auto School and at the end team for channel pay you said some people will never like you because your spirit irritates their demons.
Yes.
Raman and the cancer asem no or see nipa bi wo ha oye ne den ompa wasem da because omu spirit no irritate their demons.
Yes.
See or directly the opposite of you.
Yes.
Until no matter what you do they won't like you. Until don't force yourself for everybody to like you. The moment you begin doing that waiting to start with. Until don't think say everybody will like you and don't expect everybody to like you.
Yeah, there are two sides of this coin, and I believe it too late. But for now, I think one I call it even for any favor. First time we be team 10 seconds. I know I pay myself. Hey, this guy is deep. Is this? Obi should team for 5 seconds. Oh, I too know me feeling. No, I think chabi do. He feels that it's natural. On power sem. Otie wuna no one shedan is too much for him. On power sem. Na there be different energies and frequencies. Yeah, I believe in cosmic studies near there. No, we should be our frequencies should gravitate towards each other. Who now to say we Buddha man who hey man that guy and also what's so special about him I mean be madana those things come so virtually no in your bid to please everybody you end up losing or not even pleasing your own self. And once you get that energy, at least try your best to do good and please people that you can. But remember your soul aim say me the way say the be mission be say me or pay myself and I'm pleasing no. Then it's as good as I told you that story about the man and the bar and the donkey. They ended up making all the mistakes because there was one very good way of doing it. One might be just okay, but one will be 90% or 99% efficient. By the end of the day, to get you to your destination. It's in this world, dear. There's nothing like pleasing everybody or everybody liking you. That is why even in multi-party democracy, they can just have various parties now. They have one aim to make Ghana a better place, to make America a better place, but they have their own way of evaluating issues. It's as a human being, dear. don't worry too much trying to please everybody and everything around you. Work at your pace. Make sure that you do good when you can. It doesn't break your back. And believe me, the end will be your success.
Okay, so that is our word of motivation for the morning, for the afternoon, for the evening, wherever you might be. Richie Auto School or 65 James Street. Oh, Worcester Crudium and then the surroundings. Now, per driver's license there. You recommend Richie Auto School, man, because why you be a mayehu now gusu ye intini ye kaino ye kamfuno the amount ye share and then so Worcester Crudium how the weather is going to be the chairman say and weather no be a little better than yesterday in terms of hotness.
Exactly.
And right now area and we were expecting some storms.
Yes.
And then tisa and the temperature no maximum I been is 77. And we were in the 90s.
Yeah, yesterday I was sweating like a pregnant fish. One fish I was sweating that. That's how I felt yesterday. For the first time yesterday, I felt under an air condition in my air conditioning unit. And today's weather is good. Today calls for it. I mean, I know whatever I couldn't do yesterday. If I was married, I would have done it today. I would have done it today if I was really married. Yesterday I couldn't do anything at all. Opo, you know that you are married, so you. I'm not sure yesterday you attempted, like you suffocate, you will die. I'm told your pool too has been closed down for some time, so you would have been too hot.
No, the pool was just closed yesterday.
Oh, okay, so they opened it back. Then I'll come and swim today. Yesterday, I still put my towel. Made them towel go me come and me ban yes yatum. I'm saying I don't go prove it to opponent. I say. So today's weather is a good one. I think it's a brilliant weather today. And at the end of the year, for the first time. Miss sweater. So good weather. 77. For me, it's my temperature. I'm not somebody. I don't like the cold, and I don't like the warm. I hover around Ghana at 25, 26 degrees. Yeah, that give me that temperature. I can do everything. Okay. I can do them in rounds without getting tired.
And down auto repairs. I don't Romania day weather report. Yes. Bro, good morning, good morning, Opo Manujo Magandi. It's a cloudy, rainy shower Thursday in Ghana.
Yes.
The Dreadlocks crew, nice seeing you guys yesterday. Guys, it's been a while. I hope you guys are doing good. Eric Kwachineka said it was nice seeing us yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday.
And Michael Damte say it's been a while. And I'm Mayor of Nosupu, Mankasa.
Yes. My name's Onka.
Whatever it is, Arsenal is still the Premiership's invisibles. Eric said that Kaviamo.
But the truth is that it's the only club with a gold-plated trophy. There's a reason it's gold-plated. No, when they say minim.
Okay, I know Asabi do as your hobby.
Would be very Ruye. I mean, but I mean,
Sancho to United, Lawson Jr. And Eric say Arsenal. Messi for Hartlepool. Watch out. Messi is a free agent now. That's from Lawson. Mamia Basi Sancho to United.
He played it beautifully. I like the way he was silent about it. I mean, on signing.
Mamia Basi Sancho to United is no news. If Ole is still at the helm, I don't have hope. Sancho is skin rashes.
Yeah, Sancho Ole.
Skin rashes.
Yeah, exactly. Sancho Ole. The other woman is Sancho Ole.
It's not just skin rashes.
Skin rashes.
Yeah,
Jiba.
Messi will be going to Man City. Lawson Jr. says so. Eric Kwacho, when you were talking about Manchester killing talent and careers of players, he says Aubameyang died in Arsenal.
I said Arsenal. And no, you see, when I'm making this analysis, let me show this caveat. I'm doing it as a sports person. You can put on my Arsenal. Oh, good. Arsenal lens is now the mid maybe Arsenal, but I'm Arsenal United for some time now. They are killing talent.
I mean, Manucho, Sancho, dear, I don't trust them both.
No, it's okay. He scores and he assists. I mean, that's all they need.
No, yes, Sancho now, Okano.
And Sancho
and Ole. And also he doesn't
trust them both.
Sancho, I don't trust them both.
And Sancho
Ole and Sancho. Also Kabuma skin rashes.
Yeah, Sancho.
Also you don't trust him.
Yeah, no make I say for me, Sancho is not bad. As to whether I can fit in. Who's an English boy, he went there near the end. What should I assist and then a style of play now? That's what Greenwood is a makeshift. That's what I'm saying. But just like you said, Martial playing as a winger has been quite useless for them. The picture looks good, but as to whether it will work perfectly in there, another story.
Please tell him for me. We saw please or something cancer. Mamia Basamin cancer said we saw. Minim say no catch. I said, please tell him. I don't know the him.
No, but you saw Lacazette.
I said, please tell him for me.
Yeah.
We saw Pepe beginning of last season and getting to the latter. Okay, now then is you.
Yeah.
Pepe now record signing.
Yeah, he's an Europa League player.
And Eric Esero. So on Mami about me United for Ntomo.
Oh, me too. That's not. I mean, you see, first now United, the new normal is United comparing itself to Arsenal. First now because Chelsea need City, they are in the league of their own. I say they boy your mini mediocre league down there, very shambolic too. I'm two there's some of the problems in the EPL now. Very danger. I call them danger diabolic. United they try to be happy, but the truth is that for the past 4 years, they've been almost going 5 years. They've been as useless as everything. You've not won any major trophy. You should be worried. I've always said that for me, a big club is a club. It can fall. Chelsea can be 10th, but within 3 years, it will win the league. I mean, that's how well I measure it. I mean, Arsenal has gotten some FA Cup in there, but I don't rate it that much personally. But it's still a trophy.
Yeah, go ahead, sports news.
I mean, they are going. I mean, United buy and buy there. I mean, they'll be like Everton or Spurs. For 2017, yeah, 2022, 5 years won the trophy. I mean, no big club in this world has that record. I mean, in recent times, God want to take me to a long way back. When France from year 2000, yeah, they paid there. I said Chelsea because 3 years won the trophy. Come on,
no, me share. Yeah, there was a story piece FM no more discussing Anopa. Far Rangers.
I have been banned.
And Kotokosio.
Yeah, 5 years. I had that's honestly about 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, and Convoca crash for reason. I don't know the real story. I saw them as
between Far Rangers. It doesn't. To say,
tell me the story.
He almost or quite of fast. You know, he was at Far Rangers.
Oh, okay.
And almost BBC or Far Rangers, and he was there at the time.
Mm-hmm.
What I say?
Yeah, okay. I mean, posthumous like when he was there, BBC and crime master.
That's why Far Rangers has been.
Yeah, I mean banned.
Yeah, but people are really.
But which I owns a story in here. I mean, crime has no expiry date. So if it's something he did, which is on football, like he should be under the stake. But he's just an enterprising young boy, less than 40.
Now I'm disappointed. Yeah. Kujo Fiano react to GFA suspension of Far Rangers. Now Kujo Fiano, the chairman of the Ghana the chairman of the Ghana League Association, GACA, has said he's unhappy with decision by the GFA to ban Division 1 League side Far Rangers for 5 years. A disciplinary committee ruling on Wednesday, June 30, found the club guilty of breaching GFA statutes with their decision to pull out of the ongoing league. That quote, that Far Rangers FC is hereby suspended from all competitions of the GFA for a period of 5 years effective this 2021-22 football season in accordance with Article 13.3 of the Division 1 League regulations. The disciplinary committee ruling said on Wednesday that accordingly Far Rangers FC shall not be allowed to join the Regional Football Association League upon their return and after 5 seasons at the lowest league of the they are not coming back to
with all apologies. This is nonsensical. For me, that is why. So because we support you.
Fiano is quoted.
I don't agree because not person who story no. But you know that this is bad.
His disappointment is due to what he contends to be betrayal by the FA as discussions were being held to resolve the issue. He said GACA has been engaging the FA and Far Rangers to find a solution to the impasse, only for the FA to release a statement suspending Far Rangers and its officials from the league. 4 weeks ago, we GACA heard in the media about Far Rangers' decision to withdraw from the FA organized competitions. So as the mother of the body of the clubs, we engaged the directors of the club on that same night and advised them to go back and honor the remaining matches so we can settle all issues which they Far Rangers think are not favoring them after the season. What influenced us is that at a point in time, the vice president of the FA, Akufo-Addo, joined the negotiations and spoke to Far Rangers. That same night, GACA wrote a letter to the FA appealing to them to uphold their decision of the referring matter, appeal the decision of referring the matter to its disciplinary committee, but there was no response from the FA. For all this long, we GACA thought the FA has honored our letter just to see it from the FA website that Far Rangers has been banned. The decision from the DC is not a final one. the Far Rangers can appeal or go to review if they want. If you ask me about the stance of GACA, I cannot say anything for now because we haven't met on it and decisions are not taken alone by myself. But personally, I am disappointed with the decision by the Ghana Football Association because this matter could have been solved amicably or other way around. But they are the regulators and we are welfare bodies, and they thought it wise to ban them. So let's leave it as it is for now. End of quote. Kujufiano GACA chairman. Now somehow they are tujwa. No.
Yeah, you see, I think the story did not really give the issue very well, but the point is they decided to withdraw.
Christopher Demenya has been tipped. Christopher Demenya tipped for vacant Koroko CEO position now. Christopher Demenya has been tipped to become Koroko's new chief executive officer according to local reports. Now the club CEO Nana Ayawamponsa has been banned from all football related activities over his association with Far Rangers. Now the Ghana FA slapped a 5-year ban on second tier side Far Rangers for withdrawing from the league without a just cause. The second tier club was found guilty of the charges and will now cease to exist for the next 5 years. Far Rangers directors or shareholders of the club have also been banned by the local football governing body. This affects Nanayao Amponsa, who, despite being Koroko boss, still runs the affairs of Far Rangers as their director. He has 3 days to appeal the decision and win to remain in charge of Asante Koroko. However, reports are rife that the Koroko board of directors are planning on appointing a new CEO with Christopher Demenya in pole position. Demenya is a popular figure among Koroko faithfuls, as he currently serves as the club's supporters chairman. Inti Nana ya Amponsano eyare nyina ene ha ono wo nyina ne say oye club ne director. And everybody associated with Far Rangers I banned and akokano. Ono ne yare nyina ne problem nyina ne ha nyina.
Yeah, I can go on and answer obey
okay, so person menye 1 or 2 stories.
Yes.
Government aborts 50,000 seater Botiman Stadium plan. Youth and Sports Minister Mustafa Yusuf has announced that government will not be able to construct a 50,000 capacity stadium at Botiman to host the 2023 African Games as a result of time constraints. He explained that the government will rather inject capital into renovating existing facilities across the country for the 13th edition of the African Games. The plan adopted was to construct an Olympic stadium complex at Botiman. Unfortunately, this plan could not materialize due to the onset of COVID-19. End of quote. In answering questions on the floor of Parliament on Wednesday, June 30th. Inti Ghana buying plans to send Kobesi new 50,000 capacity stadium. Botimano. He said they were about to or say can see you adan or say COVID aba any other identity sa plan. Nya the Alhaji Karim Gruza I say I am struggling to pay bonuses, finance my team. Now bankroller of Kumasi based sensational Kim Faisal, Alhaji Karim Gruza says he is struggling to raise funds to pay winning bonuses and other incentives for players and the technical team. Speaking on Rainbow Sports, he said he is currently taking steps to raise funds to pay his players. The bankroller and controversial team owner said he is in Accra searching for money. Wabedun cry e chinchini e piska said the bear la sulala. Wait to me. This is rubbish. How dare you say I'm going to relegation? This is nonsense. I leave you to God. God will punish you for saying.
Oh, reason I don't want him to leave the league. He has a way.
I leave you to God. God will punish you for saying this to me. This is not right. This is not the first time we will be going to relegation. But it is rubbish to ask me such a question. He fumed. He warned the presenter not to provoke him with such comments again because it is not proper. God will deal with you. I am already disturbed. And you bring this nonsense by asking me this question. I have managed the team for 45 years. Yeah. So how dare you? God will deal with you.
Oh, Gruza.
Only Wallace.
Yeah, okay. Some of the questions, almost should have provoking.
Only Wallace what is
exactly.
He indicated that he has agreed that the players he indicated that he has agreed with the players on the terms to pay them Ghana 500 if they win a game and other incentives. Nti Gruza and so Eddie and on Ken Faisal in die need into we Ken Faisal for now America UK now with here. This is the time between Akwakobo Accra to folk and so your margin said Tisi ano amanfo di omo atemache enti omo abetumi asi omo stadium kakra bi a omo betumi di abo matches nti has Ejura Ghana pa de ye clubs na so mu ni so ade hunu has EBC stadium I see 5,000 capacity isn't it any time?
Yeah, I mean as their major project there.
Apa 5,000.
Yeah, if you are covered
Kesben FC crowd that time
15,000.
20.
Yeah,
20,000.
Okay. Abrankes.
Yeah. No, a team like us.
Yes.
Oh, Pobimas as kesi we da ho. Ubesi stadium as 5,000.
It's either you do it or you don't do it because
that's
at the end
point.
of the day you have the national
5,000 a training facility.
Yeah, you have the national stadium at your disposal. I mean, AC Milan, Inter Milan, they play at the country's own. We say pay me.
No cry foul. National Sports Council.
Yes. But I don't think it's.
Anyway, the news is that Accra had to focus on Mobisi Omo Stadium. Now capacity near 5,000. I don't know. Almost out to this. Ghana Premier League giant Accra has plans of building an ultra modern. Normally the 5,000 capacity
like adjectives. That's a park.
Owner and majority shareholder of the club, Togbe Afede, is keen to build the new stadium for the club at their Pobiman complex. And also, according to reporting, just artistic impressions of the facility has flooded various social media portals with most House of Folk supporters in awe of the proposed edifice.
Matches.
I don't know. Has
5,000.
How can Has play their matches in a 5,000 capacity stadium?
The Real Madrid one main one. Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium. Yeah, exactly. Which is smaller, but the idea is that I'm working and Kitwano cover time a bomb when they but to call this a stadium and ultra modern and stuff. I mean, it's a disgrace. Ghana there. Sometimes you are good at writing articles. I know you're a prolific writer yourself. To make it look embellish it, make it look beautiful, but the substance is very scanty and it makes less sense. So in this modern times, we see 5,000 capacity ultra modern stadium as Hearts of Oak, a giant club of that result in Ghana. I think they should bow their heads in shame. Some can say almost see maybe a training matches no more they get little coins in there. I think can be some money beji. Say maybe I'll be a football do no. Yeah, they bet me I say if you are share training session, maybe you are 2 CD, 3 CD, you beji discount because it will be guarded. That's what I'm looking at. But for their matches, these are just as nonsense for them.
Okay, Thomas Partey.
Yes.
Arsenal assistant JC mission number 5.
Yeah.
And he explains. Now, Ghana star Thomas Partey has revealed the reason behind his decision to change his jersey number at Arsenal. Partey has switched from 18 to his favorite 5. Now, the 28-year-old wears the same number for the Black Stars and used it during his successful time at Atletico Madrid. I like the number 5 because it's one of the most important numbers in the team, and it is also a lucky number for me. We are Brownie Arsenal official website Tikasa and the 2. It's a number I've worn for the past few years. So for me, it's one of the best numbers and a lucky one for me. Thomas Partey and Chichima Diaba.
Colochueshena Papasto Papolos.
Yeah.
It has been vacant in time. If he wants it, why not?
Yeah. Also Edia
Zidane Grasso 5. Zidane wore 5.
But so I'm more Arsenal.
No, me just say the 5 iconic jersey. Yeah, Asian should share 5. Yeah. I mean, but as to whether a web one there, I mean, we believe in luck. Numerology.
But the way as a Mojan, what's
the
or no when 3 and 33. So he feels that 3 is like number.
People believe in numerology. I mean, numbers, you can't go wrong with it. So GD and it helps them very well. This all there.
Listen to your heart. Obiakacho say, listen to your heart da.
Yes, Obiakacho.
One catch Obabe and catch.
Oban Kanchem. The man time to me phone that.
Now one catch.
Okay. About Obiakachem.
Okay.
Your heart, your intuitions. The heart it has to do with love.
Listen to your heart. Edwin Jesse tells Hudson-Odoi on national team.
Yes.
Now, Black Stars winger Edwin Jesse has urged Chelsea winger Callum Hudson-Odoi not to allow his choice of national team to be determined by opinion of others. Speaking on Kasapa FM, Edwin Jesse reminded the Chelsea star that a national team career is one of the key decisions any player would make, and that he should give it a strong consideration before deciding on which country to represent. I will advise him, Hudson-Odoi, to follow his heart rather than bowing to public pressure at this critical moment in his career.
I disagree with him, vehemently with him, for saying that. I mean, a trajectory of a player there. He's a British by birth. but in football career baby ebe boano na to me realizing a dream. Listen to your heart. No, sometimes your heart can make you do foolish things. Because okay, me play England, but you know that there are about 4 players around your ages are more competing for, so it becomes so difficult for you. Why will you be in that quagmire? So when it comes to football, some decisions, I don't believe in listening to your heart. Sitting down as a team, the hinebe buano. Na you because Danny Welbeck, we saw what happened to Danny Welbeck. You saw what happened to Frimpong, Thomas Frimpong too. Near the end, at least players be of a so we saw what happened to Kevin Prince Boateng. So virtually no. Some benefited but with their choices. Some also lost out. He as a player, any competition is fighting for. And that's what Bukayo Saka, or a Nigerian. I mean, by parental heritage, but because of the efforts in that day. And I see born national team maybe when you be born, I don't get it. Or not as a player now, can you fight for that position? He needs to do that. Maybe I agree that he should do that a deeper retrospection. Maybe heart and retrospection.
Now Odofole. What's in it?
I heard the name before.
Now Odofole, a former FA normalization committee member.
Oh, okay.
Now the board for GFA for decision on the about serious.
Sir.
Let's respect ourselves. Now Odofole noted to GFA after Far Rangers 5-year ban.
Okay.
Now former GFA normalization committee member Mrs. Na Odofole Norte has expressed her disagreement with the GFA Football Association's decision to ban Division 1 club Far Rangers for 5 years. The GFA Disciplinary Committee on June 30th handed Far Rangers a punishment after their initial decision to withdraw from all GFA organized competitions and activities. Although the club rescinded its decision to withdraw, the disciplinary committee states that the club violated the association's rules and regulations. In punishing Far Rangers, the DC banned the club, shareholders and directors, which includes Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Nana Wamponsa, and also ruled that players of the club are free agents. Jesus
I'll
Christ.
come to them.
By reacting to sanctions by GFA disciplinary committee, Ms. Na Odofole Norte argued that the punishment was too harsh. According to her, Far Rangers could only be expelled from the football by Congress. Hence, the GFA should respect themselves. Ms. Na Odofole also added that the only sanction for such misconduct is the deduction of points and a fine of about 1,000 cedis. That is what the rule says. And I read her own quote. Tell me it's bad. Tell me it's a bad joke. Manucho, tell me.
It's a bad joke.
Concert. I grown a wood.
Yes.
Starting
I mean, a deep, sarcastic.
It can't be right. Tell me it's a bad joke with exclamation point. Fine. It can't be right. Basic principles. You can't punish a party not named on a charge sheet. Secondly, Article 13(1) states that withdrawal from competitions is a misconduct. Further, in that article, the punishment is clearly prescribed: loss of points and a fine of 1,000 Ghana. A careful reading of the GFA statutes, particularly Article 17, 18, 19, and 24, make it clear that it's only Congress that can expel, suspend, or remove a member.
Yeah.
Yes, I have read the GFA disciplinary code, especially Article 6.2. It doesn't apply here. In any case, how do you punish a person not charged in the first instance? Let's respect ourselves. I am versed. No further comment on this matter.
I bore rough. It's as good as saying she bore rough. Maybe, but it's an interesting one. I mean, it's a running story. So I traced about it to my
and the piece of FM for trouble GFA.
Yeah, Keto Kreku and
yeah. Or say everybody who are mobile. Yama question Yantachi. Yes, a question Yantachi.
Yes.
Some question we question Yantachi. He said that.
Yeah. He used
you only can question.
Okay. Like he used strong words. Against the administration. But you know, sometimes in calling spades, I don't really mind. But sometimes I agree to be ethical. Yeah. Ethical is also beautiful. Yeah.
European Championship on the international front said Edika Kanuyami Aduma China and a quarter final next start or China, Belgium ni Italy and Switzerland ni Spain. But first game near 12 o'clock. Switzerland ni Spain Bedika Omuwiana Belgium ni Italy. Abo a tough game for me. Ochina what happens. But the news rumors kakra transfer news and he said Manchester United ato abrante fan say Jadon Sancho 73.7 73.2 million saying
so that's good. I mean, we started from 1 something and a year on with him at this price.
Yeah, 73.2.
Yes.
Jevan said the 73 million.
Exactly. We've been, if you say 75, not far from way.
But only Manchester City been 10 million.
Yeah. He was their little boy.
Yeah, they only due 15% of any onward transfer.
Yeah, transfer.
They say only 10 million. They say Omanya Hurricane Sikano. Omanya Kenya 10 million. Every Manchester.
Exactly.
To Manchester, Mama to Hurricanes are the league.
Exactly. It's a paradox of our time. Say, I mean, you're what it's a player now. Wakwanantia now. Our tribal abegin and I saying like crazy. I mean, that makes football beautiful. So it's all for the city of Manchester. I mean, it's good.
Okay. So the long-awaited transfer tussle. Jadon Sancho to Manchester United is Akasa Obekwa the medical now agree personal terms.
Yes.
But once the club makes the announcement,
I mean,
Rafa Benitez or see Yentio Wababe Everton Ejuma no so no ade ba ko an life mo ye ne say on fa the way adwena wo won ho on fa ho nti Benitez was say the love of Liverpool is not defined by a tribal club divide.
Exactly, he's a businessman.
Yeah, you know there waba he has come and he has come.
Yeah, he's a Spanish man.
On fa the Liverpool bedwene, on fa the Everton fans edwene. All he thinks about and is oba be adwuma. Na adwuma oba be no, eno na mo hwe so, na mo fa njeje no.
To make it light for them. I won them 1 Champions League in 2000. Mo fan brass na beje. Say Liverpool from we fu am pen one 1 Champions League trophy in brain. Ni even go see a cabinet me come it was given to us as a gift. See, I mean, life goes on. He decided to switch camp.
Nuno Espirito Santo, Tottenham manager, yes. Tottenham fans bofu.
Why?
Also, as a underwhelmed.
Yeah, I disagree.
Oh, such a team, no caliber. They expected a high-profile coach to say. Antonio Conte, world class.
We tried with a Mourinho, it didn't work. You tried a Pochettino, and I think you don't look down. Obika say Southgate to be doing these things and coming Jindi. It's an error. So you sometimes and the man is a huge potential.
So can be say
yeah.
Mufa Ateta no saying come from Manchester.
No, but Nuno is better than Ateta. I mean, it's more experience than everything. Sure. Oh yeah, of course. Ateta is a
maybe he's been in the business rather longer, but
no, but Wolves, yeah, sure, Wolves was not bad. I don't think that.
No, Pamon this season.
Yeah,
but this season then
I mean, things happen. Players don't even sometimes fit in, but canny tactical acumen. I don't think he's a bad one. Okay. In principle, I agree with them that sometimes they can go, but if it didn't work with Mourinho, you should know that sometimes you need someone who can build it. Jurgen Klopp was not extraordinarily, although he had won trophies, but Majin said they took a risk, a gamble with him, and it paid off after 5 years. Sometimes let a man
Manchester City are planning to hold talks with England forward Raheem Sterling over his future. The 26-year-old has 2 years left on his contract with the Premier League champions, according to Daily Mail. On the Ababaka and Che, Raheem Sterling Krafi said Nikoma Tottenham Akwaji Hurricane Afi Baso Kwasna near day. In fact, Pep Guardiola and City hierarchy decided to get rid of him, but after his exploits at this Euro, I think they are having a change of mind, and therefore Daily Mail reports that they want to have a chat and a talk with him when he returns. Now, with the deal for Borussia Dortmund winger Jadon Sancho having agreed, West Ham midfielder Declan Rice, Villarreal 24-year-old defender Pau Torres, and Tottenham striker Harry Kane, top Manchester United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wish list. Into a series here where we back. Next one also Declan Rice. Rice. Talking about Declan Rice.
Yes.
We rejected West Ham. West Ham
improved offer.
Overtures were rejected two times. And the contract proposal. But he still has contract till 2024 though.
Yes.
But West Ham wanted to kind of tie him to a long term.
Make more money.
But were rejected. And according to Goal, Chelsea and Manchester United. And pretending, but Momsi Chelsea leaded the race because of the ties with Mason Mount. Na down for the best friend and on the Boakye Academy, and Chelsea has that win. But Sika Amodi Atusono, and na say £100 million sterling.
Too much.
£100 million sterling.
But English in the autumn, they overhype their players and Maguire 85 million. I mean, seriously. I mean, so open English boy there, you have to pay through your nose.
Jadon Sancho will wear the jersey Eric Cantona wore at Manchester United. Cristiano Ronaldo wore at Manchester United.
Iconic.
Alexis Sanchez Owen from Michael Owen Zubeshe. Sancho bet me light up the number 7 jersey at Man United. We leave it.
Yeah, it's the most iconic.
We leave it.
Club on it.
We leave it for now.
Yes,
and wait for the answers.
Just move there one. Look by there, Nana.
Yeah, iconic number. Chelsea.
Established.
I don't know.
And Shedan established.
Yeah, I think so.
Every jersey is good.
Every jersey, yeah. The iconic jersey is going to be worn by Jadon. Do you think he can live up to the bidding?
It's a gamble. I mean, for United, see a players, Obian Shedan by me proving I'm a bit skeptical for that.
Bild Kowakratano in Germany also says Man United are interested in Bayern Munich midfielder friend said Leon Goretzka. Once out midfielder. What Manchester how many midfielders here? Do they really need midfielders? Because Goretzka will on the ball, but he said some Manchester player me penalty me. I'm academy boy now by 10 years.
Oh yeah,
McTominay. Fantastic. Me there's some boy in there.
Yeah, but Goretzka is more forward. Tomini is more defensive minded.
But Tomini has been scoring. He's been going forward and scoring crackers of late.
He needs to stick to the job. I mean, he should play more as a CDM.
Because Paul Pogba, McTominay, Fred,
Van de Beek,
Van de Beek, Bruno Fernandes. Other midfielders.
No, but I think Bruno for me is not living up to the billing. I mean, the big games has been absent.
Bruno at Manchester, with Portugal,
no, but even with Manchester, I'm not so.
But do you think Manchester United need another midfielder? We even forgot Matic.
Yeah. I mean, Matic should go. I mean, I want to separate them into the CDMs, defensive midfielders, and actual players to make it beautiful. And I think it will be a good addition. He's not a bad player at all.
Okay.
No,
he's good, but now me point and he said that player United is cast in the mode of McTominay.
Yeah, but
or a very aggressive player.
Yeah,
very aggressive.
You play more, maybe about 8, about more of the 8.
And now also be Fred in it, just like he said, maybe Fred. Any Matic.
It's
time to maybe.
Why is Matic still being paid? I would love to have his job. I would love to be in his shoes for just a week. I mean, I even thought he had left.
But
you see, maybe they might free some space. For now, they want to mean when you don't have the new ones. But
Bild Kowakata no answer say on him say Bayern Munich for the contract for from Kingsley Coman. Ama also rejected, but there were 2 more years left on his contract. Now, I know Bild Kowakata and say Manchester United Korea and Liverpool. Manchester is so many other parties now. You see Super League Rama owners no splash cash.
Yes. Besides relatives on them, once the first year big, they are losing it every day.
Now players wanted to come to them.
Exactly.
Now they have to be chasing.
Yes. They were like the most beautiful woman on earth. You see, and they are very ugly. They have to pay through their nose to even get some to chop.
Bild Kowakratane say United and Liverpool are likely to be priced out of a move for Coman because after buying so man a contract also on sign. Almost the 77 million pounds sterling and 23 so. And after Manchester United splashing 73, it will be hard to get 77 for another player. Judging from the fact that they have other players they want to pursue.
Yeah, more pray. Buy me more pray. At least the price will come down. 2 years having a 70.
Yeah,
they're putting a
77.
Price.
Yeah,
it's just a
maybe they want to one class
after 1 year, about 15. 1 year, be a free agent. I mean, they should get serious. If when negotiations break down and you put a price, I mean it's a bad price.
Inter Milan, unze sporting director. And Antonio Conte and Antonio Conte di nanyi ba ono di waba Fabio Patisi say a reporter abeto dwa kire say wako back to the old club Inter Milan ope abrante friend say Milan Skriniar so on Inter form or a fantastic defender say a reporter express there ba kire say Inter for say here sika 51.5 million pounds sterling sika they are to 26-year-old defender no so PSG any France striker Mbappe after Euro Championship no wapa France acho or say I failed I'm sorry na sisia na man for bonachi omsi ni ego once me twa goal report bi o me de bro enrich me boa go you see ni ego na kosoro say penalty ni say no ama MC bi ebe mana enya everything of a career rethink.
As a Majan ko share penalty nyamade year no ko yifi no. He wanted to tell the story. Obe waji World Cup amomuno ko Messi we a I mean, I'm told
as
or
the
picture on the Twitter feed.
Not just all the be justify say
exactly.
Mbappe kwa waje World Cup ama pen France wa ko say penalty.
Exactly.
Big players. Say penalty na ire. And a man for dinner time no ko ifri ho.
Say the trust Ghanaians masa uja ho ase
social media
shabo wono. Shatawale mu nyina ni omo ye shabo mo no.
Yes, nano Shatta is under fire, under siege me here.
Yes,
because
it's confused. I mean sometimes.
Me drama here ho ayo.
Me me Shatta and Chemi, but it's a confused one. No, but I agree with the reasons that is inconsistent and confused.
No, Manucho, men's is not topic no. Yen to I ask so. What do you example because what come is meka and then we shift attention from the sports. Who come meka? Okay. Enti the tell say I know we say Tottenham defender million screener PSG any Mbappe na me wo so se PSG Mbappe akoka kire omo se enya ade a obe sign contract for bio.
Yeah, it should go.
He made it clear. Now the contract na ka 1 year po. Eno na Mbappe de na ehu na se ano. This is what is happening at Real Madrid. Manucho.
Yes.
Real Madrid 4% Mbappe ba omo. Mbappe nso pese okoho. Na according to reporter goal.com they buy say Real Madrid any sika say betumi dey akoto Mbappe because so omo kwa even though aka 1 year no omo antokra no be 120 to 150 they say the Hazard Chelsea 1 year e turn 100
million
into Madrid intimi nko animu and na PSG nso according to report no say Mbappe abeka kire omo say obeko no omo ntena ho omo nye nkwasiafo. And I said, the Omatana report Chelsea and Premiership teams, notably Liverpool, because yes, Liverpool making inquiry.
Yes, links with Liverpool.
And yes, PSG wants to say, or if he comes out, say he's still insisting on not signing her. PSG will push him out and sell him.
Yes.
So Madrid, like caught in 2 minds. Young caught Nianco Ties Canton Mbappe, Yeniska Beden, and I am trying for next year. The player would be willing to wait and exhaust his contract and go to
not ready to pay his wages and keep him.
With the Mammy Missile. When I sporting director ma PSG na ka player in Mbappe. I bet me Sisi as Mbappe. Even Chelsea crash ye fisi be Mbappe be Haaland the 300 million. Yes. Now one guy bet how many year now so say Obeko Real Madrid free.
So there multiple choice questions. These are kind of questions I don't even think to answer.
Yeah.
But you don't even need to think.
Because what Mbappe?
Yes.
100 or 120.
Yes.
What to me that Akufo-Addo Ronaldo aba.
Exactly.
And Ronaldo will come and do the job Mbappe because French league Emunya did Italy cry he's made it.
Yes.
How much
yes, exactly. I agree. But
so I think
said the PSG dream is to win a Champions League. I think that their league in there they got tired, so they were punished.
Because now they've made some good signings. You know, Oma augmenting on team.
Exactly.
Getting Hakimi.
Yeah.
Omu number 2 in your friends Pavard na.
No, they didn't have Pavard. Pavard is all buying.
Pavard or buying. Oh, omu player we.
Or France. Sergio
Reyes. But they need the omu here right winger. Into Hakimi, no, they needed him more than Chelsea.
Yeah.
This is Hakimi the understand right. For Inter Milan I was 24 hours. So by today they'll finish the deal. The Inter Ankasa confirm say it's just about getting Hakimi, getting Wijnaldum, and they get Ronaldo with Mbappe out. They haven't lost anything. And if somebody na Mbappe call free agent, unless they will be able to convince him
to sign.
But
I don't think he will sign again.
Well, catch Roman on signing.
And he needs to leave France. You see, it's a bit in there. That's when conundrum. I mean, he needs that fresh start.
I think his head is turned.
Yes, but he's a victim of his own self. I think coming to run up to this competition.
Only Olivier Giroud, best up, big one.
I remember I had a mission in the first game of France at the World Cup. As an 18-year-old boy, or dazzle the whole world. Then, I mean, 2-3 years down the line, it has gotten to him. Some players can handle fame, especially more. Now,
Lequip the Abase.
Yeah.
PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi Onwa taking over from sporting director Leonardo in talks with Mbappe to try and get him to remain at the Parc des Princes.
Wow.
And he say Wapia Sal Leonardo no so hard.
Yes.
He plays in Penasem. He was the reason why Thiago Silva left.
Exactly.
Time after PSG Penocran. Yeah, he was the reason Tuchel also left.
He's very buoyant. Yeah. Or you're very stubborn. Or he's not a pushover. He doesn't bend to get things done because the clubs eventually surface.
Yeah.
To think that Unai Emery, Tuchel have gone on to win European championships, and it means that they were 1 year.
Thiago Silva, he told him, coach Tuchel catcher and say he needs Thiago Silva.
Yes.
But Leonardo say no. They don't need him anymore. They need another defender. No.
Yeah.
I feel I'm about Champions League final and you know more winning. No who say
let's keep him. No.
Let's keep him. No. Thiago had agreement in principle with Chelsea. So when they went to him, Thiago Silva narrated the story.
Oh, yeah, it's more like me. Sometimes loyalty.
Me a very principled person.
Yes, exactly.
I've been with you for the past 6-7 years.
Yes.
Who hear me bio? What's it there be? Who hear me bio? What's it there be? Me knew be a kunya awara for. I feel they also mean just awara na mako sign na me samra. No, I can't do that.
I mean, this is a moment to put.
And then Tuchel also had to go because of player transfer misunderstanding.
Sometimes you need to be very principled. Once you lose it, you don't just go back. I mean, no matter how much it will give you, because you are seeing people me.
Yeah,
I think Leonardo, it tells you that he's not a principled person. He's wishy-washy. Going back, boy, is my biggest problem.
Sporting director, and your coach, now they about come refini say you can only keep your job by making the players happy and playing for you
and winning,
and the coach happy and winning for you. So what you might be because team no say the CEO nankasa I take you over negotiations. It means say. First one and no.
Exactly.
Players don't trust you, crowd judgment, your conversation.
They think keeping him will let them loose. Yeah. And it's a special hand they want to keep. Into more interest. But you see, I love players like coaches like Pep Guardiola. Some Pep, not some Pep, you will go.
Yeah.
There's no way you come back begging you. I mean, it's happening in situations.
Chelsea owner Roman Abramovich remains confident that the Blues can secure the signing of Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Braut Haaland 20 this summer, according to All Football. All Football says Haaland expects to join Chelsea this summer. No any exclusive report. And Express and so they are to say Abramovich is very confident say Chelsea best secure the services of Braut Haaland this summer. Barcelona have called Manchester City repeatedly in an attempt to beton Spaniard Sergi Roberto 29. The Catalan Giants are wary of losing the defender on a free transfer when his contract expires next summer, just like Mbappe Omo Pep Guardiola any Betomayo who here said Roberto yes Betomayo free International Mundo in Spanish, and so they have Portugal under 21 left back Nuno Tavares and Ramikacho said Arsenal for it's almost done. Exclusive report goal Eddie Abacha said
done.
No, he's having a medical at Arsenal.
Yeah.
Into on the and Ramika and they are close and a deeply linked. Then the answer say done, almost done. He's having a medical today.
On share and you'll be about your fun is in the absence of nothing bad is good. Why you in San Wako club to win your banner
and then I make a choice say me say me team kesia. You buy players expensive in the major item.
Sir,
I'm telling you,
expensive for a long time.
Brute Haaland, Dortmund on is saying.
So they're not prospects. No.
Watch your Benfica defender win. You haven't taken time to watch him. That's why you are saying this. Sir, Leicester City striker no makoto a Dakana no Americana. Yes. Oh dear, this season, Misubo the way he will lit up the Premier League. Almost on say 30 something, 32 is saying. No, 23 now. 23 million pounds sterling.
You see, my point is that when you are up there,
you
don't change your script. Chelsea now should be thinking about one of these.
23 million pounds sterling. Yeah. Leicester 2 years. Leicester. Omanto Mahrez 1.5 to 2 million pounds. They sold him for 70 to City.
Yeah.
2 years.
But Chelsea can't be a breeder club. They breeder. You see, almost status not my hating. They need to maintain for like 5 years.
Zichenko.
Unless you tell me that they should change the philosophy now because you've won.
No, what I'm saying is what I'm saying is
they should go for the kill. Yeah, just go for the wannabe.
Sometimes you need to go low. I think so. Sure. Sadaka no manucho. Highlight.
I agree. You see, in principle, I agree. Say we a clubber. Your man who could I say cry, you don't mind because it's just 23 million.
Yeah.
Abramovich or Tani your change from so do more than 2 million.
That is what Chelsea did, even with Malansa. Malansa you got on from and the contract we didn't know FC Porto.
Yeah.
Malansa, because he was a free agent and Chelsea saw the prospect. He hasn't played, but almost on free, therefore. And even if they want to sell him, they'll make money. That's why they sign him. And even player like Dakano, Tono. So Tono. Me saying yes, I play and Anto Haaland and any problem. Me share the highlights no manu. He's equally good.
I mean,
Makato.
You see, I agree. I wouldn't sit here and be saying no.
Striker be or use both legs.
Yeah, and be desperate.
It's not me pen Mbappe, no. What that's one thing. Karim Benzema.
Yeah.
Player Bia on Haaland.
The game has evolved. A lot of money goes into it, say, or on ball left in and one share. It's annoying.
Yeah. It's player to me both legs. Bia me penasem.
Yeah.
That's why I like your friend is saying Timo Werner so much, even though was a chances. The work rate in the on say this memo assignment.
Oh, no, but
highlight.
Where Chelsea are now,
history will also tell you, say. History will tell you also that Chelsea a top striker Biano be a record signing. Untumi
oh, but Drogba didn't come cheap.
Drogba no a record signing by the time because
was very at that time.
Drogba was 23 point something.
After an ACMB 2 no. That time he was so.
Now Drogba buy no crown on the first season no check it. The first season koi.
No, but that time they should a rebuilding phase.
No, players are yet to you can say record signings are no magic. Drogba Creba no on your world. He's a
start of the dynasty. I mean,
see what I was telling you, say. Players are not yet recognized world class strikers. You see, Chelsea, somebody like Andriy Shevchenko, somebody like Fernando Torres.
Yeah, Munya
Crespo by Yokoto, Alvaro Morata. The only player I turn, and he wasn't the world record signing. Out to me by Ejura was Diego Costa. Apart from that, your strikers are told ma, Omaji world, Omoya Chelsea club record signing. They come. They are unable to
be a very good debater. You can convince, you can sell water to a chief priest. No, you see, I accept those things, but my bigger mind is telling me that stay on top.
Who names a Chelsea problem?
Yeah.
Say I'm for static I have it.
Yeah.
Time I was starting, I know who's I'm say I drew her Chelsea record signing be a bar.
No, but me and Newcastle is a good player.
You know, but me I'm typical with strikers. Even Alvaro Morata say he wasn't a bad player.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't just fitting. I think Sesenka took system where our bosses Morata pesa
you should watch his goal, his recent goal with Spain. I mean,
me feel some Morata,
the timing, the anticipation.
Morata a bad striker, but he just couldn't play and fit into the Chelsea team.
It's a bit static. We won't say Chelsea here that dynamism. Strikers are the run of
defenders.
Yes, and I think that's where he lost out. On only the mistake of a punish. That's what Morata is known for. The typical Ruud van Nistelrooy kind of striker.
I
know your obsession. Like you would have loved to have him ahead of him.
I think Leicester are doing some fantastic business.
But
on the quiet side,
they will sell.
They are almost done with Ryan Bertrand. From Southampton as a free agent. You see how they are doing their business.
Their purchases now there
quietly. And that boy no more sign. I'm respecting the hierarchy of Leicester. Because the Liverpool and Chelsea were both linked.
But you have
to
respect the recent times they broken the jinx of winning a EPL there in 2016. You can't write them off. But maybe Jane said my only dream is that Chelsea heights or my heights, they should just maintain by signing what is known and good. But also then say fine, they can have women to understand the
analysis. Sometimes no, you understand the whole team or how did that. We brought in
because Haaland is always be the honest prime target. So Daka cry Haaland so the Daka will be
Haaland is good, but Manager, I think of it say, I mean the team we had last season, the purchases we made, and yet that bad. The boys are beginning to gel,
but you
especially
need a top
Ziyech, almost be Obeko AC Milan. Honestly, I can't wait to see him go.
Yeah, but you need a center. I mean, the Benzema kind of center.
Yeah,
you
that's
don't have
Daka.
I wanna be.
That's Daka.
1 and 2 years to blossom. Chelsea,
I'm telling you,
Chelsea is wasting time.
Manusama catch yourself, Mami, 2 years.
Make Chelsea, you see, a stage, and you have that record that when you fall before you rise again. Maintaining is very difficult. So this time, the only way to maintain is to get the most talked about players, bring them in, let them gel. I mean,
Liverpool striker can say Divock Origi. Liverpool. I say.
What Chelsea?
That boy was very, very talented, and he had the potential to blossom.
Oh yeah, I mean,
he had the potential to blossom, but I
don't think he'll be a second choice for Chelsea. Fine, but both one as your main striker.
Or a cast in the mode of a striker we are making on that kind of. Or was our ability maybe.
Flex.
To me taking players on and that kind. Also, it's not easy to come by those strikers now. The strikers maybe are more than to say Haaland. Haaland on that skillful.
Oh, on your skillful, but not sure. strikers are. I say Lewandowski. We can. It's not endowed with a lot.
Hey, Lewandowski though, yes, step overs near you.
Step overs is not the real. Surely a take on. I mean,
if you are
Hazard, Imam, money at the end. We call them skillful
players.
I mean, but step overs there.
Haaland the any buffer me buffer honam the speed.
But he runs.
Yeah. Say na make me buffer honam the speed or pace.
Haaland there, fine. He might just not come and fit in. Football there, it's a game of trial. You only increase your chances, but anything can happen.
You need a more experienced poacher to maintain the standard.
Exactly.
We've been buying
the standard. The A standard should be there.
Me be a Chelsea fan, I make an Montemasio. Yeah, we've been buying the poachers. None of them come.
No, Haaland is a kid. I mean, who is only with a lot
Timo
of potential.
Werner coming. Me see a sign.
Werner bad.
No, we didn't sign him to come and play left wing back. We signed him or left side of the attack. We signed him for a problem and a wall last season, which is putting the ball at the back of the net because of 30 something goals or share. Into he's not bad, but the primary job
has always been running off defenders and going to.
He's not been finishing the chances that he's got.
Now EPL also a league of defenders. I mean,
he's good. Don't get me wrong. That's what I'm saying, sir. We didn't need another big high-profile striker. You need somebody like Daka because Senka Abraham is good. Abraham can be playing Saruno now. Timo Werner mo katin efidi ball no man.
I wish you lose the Haaland. He looks like Haaland there. Only year 2 obsessed with him.
No, if we get him, it's okay. I'm okay, but
yeah, I agree with you. That eye to see somebody who is not in the limelight, it's also a skill. And that's why I don't know him much, but I want to trust that. Kakrana or Sheno. But yeah, the YouTuber top players and some Abedi and Rambo be say Pepe. I mean Zaha Pepe. I always thought I would choose Zaha over Pepe. Zaha over Pepe.
Can Frederick say I see Morientes in Morata.
Yeah, I mean it's been for
Fernando Morientes.
It's really lighted up the league. I mean, yeah, Minister Mahama ran away. I think we did it.
Go to local.
I think the Fire Rangers issue now. The story did not really say what you said. There was a standoff. I believe that rules are meant
officiating in your money.
Yes. Exactly. Rules are meant to keep people in check. And once you decide to take a decision, it comes with its own repercussions. And see, they deciding there is always a reality that they'll be punished, and this should be established. But as to for now, no, the level of punishment are not giving a fair hearing. Because I think GFA in the back of their minds is they will not ask like bully say they can't really play. They will take this hard decision. So I say Fire Rangers for no is if you snub them, which is very bad. Abrochenia, people are not happy with decisions, but they keep the spirit to the latter. That's what football is about. But them to feel that we are big boys and we have big directors and you snubbing everything, I think it's a bad one. But for now, no, the punishment is what sometimes we worried about, that you are punishing a club down to 8th, 4th, and 5th generation there. Who does that? Maintain be rather in modern day serious jurisdiction. Because I say, yes, sir. If it had been some irregularity, be said they did match fixing be and a bribe be said Calciopoli. You see what we now Juventus now there in Italy now, then we can all vouch for it. But such a stand of the emotions are high and people feel like young Bobium tell me punishing money club officials now there. I think GFA should come again. They're enjoying some high ride fairy tale they'll be enjoy. But for them to start making it to make you with some of these negative decisions there, it doesn't really work for me. And I'm happy one of the former IMC for no catch on say Massa. You don't need to start. Exactly. 5 years. I'm wondering, so much background who say, I mean, discretion.
Unfortunately, I mean, 5
years.
Say, new normalization. And just come book in be.
Yes.
Me GFA status.
Old one.
Yeah, me old one. Yes. Question that you John. Me was status no regular. Just come Akufo by back.
Exactly.
Say, and also.
Then you about try and get a new one. I'm sure I have friends in the industry. 5 years and everybody associated with the club in terms of winning the I'm share the new one.
Exactly, new one. Oh yeah. Normalization committee.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, Okotu say, tell me it's a bad joke.
Yes.
It can't be right.
Yes.
Basic principles. you can punish a party not named on a charge sheet.
Yes.
And no can with regards to
CEO ni ade ni.
Oh yeah, director nti.
Director.
Team na koya nti say now a director.
Yes.
Or no take it day to day
decision and I say and to punish them say for 5 years they shouldn't come near football near day. It's too harsh.
I mean, that was her first point. Say
yes.
Obi a uncut charge sheet punish.
Yes.
2 was secondly Article 13 na mode ye mo asem. I can say withdrawal from competition air misconduct in no correct mocha. Nemum the same article no further
provided
or say further in the article the punishment is clearly
spelled out.
States that the withdrawal from competition is a misconduct. Further in that article the punishment is clearly prescribed.
Yes.
Loss
so that there will not be ambiguity. Although I think it's a bit too on the low side.
Loss of points.
Yes.
And a fine of 1,000 Ghana.
Yeah, I think it's on the low side because it should be deterring enough that if there are no after punishments, then
I know another day's argument. But if you say
as a stance now,
exactly.
No, because
this is what we have in the statute.
We have to encourage. Okay, move for me, Bobby. Me charm 1,000.
No, because I agree with you. Say we are genuine.
Yes.
Over the punishment in issue.
Yeah, it's not deterring enough.
But the deduction of points ain't easy.
No, but also Monsieur Mumbobium. It's like for 2 years, yeah, they decide on Mumbobium. Points. What would the points you be used for?
No, now they
Major ball. What's my point?
No.
So how will
they rescinded their decision.
Yes.
Team no rescinded almost actual crata by you.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's I don't have.
Oh, want me and make you want it.
Oh, this your book has some Mumbobium.
Yes,
they came back here.
Yeah.
They sat on the issue.
Yeah, and even FA no vice. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Far Rangers for Kasai.
Yes.
And the Far Rangers wrote another letter.
So you
rescinded their decision. They want to play. So yeah, Yane Kai, a Krasimaka, and so many. And all the FA needed to do if the not take a train or
do
follow catching. Yes, yeah.
You know the follow
now. Yeah, until I remember, you know, first.
Not go. I miss them the model for don't worry, let's go.
Yeah, no can say the punishment and then they say, as I say, team the points. Points, I think it will be ascribed in the
exactly. If they came back there, that will make more sense.
Yes, I find 1,000 Ghana because GFA disciplinary code no can say the only body of FA team free league me a Congress.
Yes.
Munko Congress.
Yes.
So how can this one committee?
So you can see that somebody sitting on a very high horse and or the emotionally not be too intelligent, not the judge the same way, because I think that everything is even high to the extent of punishing directors in Adina for 5 years.
For 5 years.
I mean, are we growing a game or we are just joking? So we were technical acumen called Boakye League now. Uncle Tom for 5 years now. I think this FA, you see the mafioso that we talk about that football belongs to football people. We wanted to curb that into the negative and bad now. It's coming back. It's gradually rearing its head. I know it will be a big debate in Ghana. Journalists, we never, sports journalists, never one on some of these things. I mean, that's what makes us special too. But I don't have all the facts, but I mean, I always call it a better eye view. Meaning in some but Kakrana men who say 5 years, blah blah blah. When they could have sat down to Jojo, and there were many people in Ghana football able to make use of to come to some of these things and put stringent measures in place. But for them, I don't think it's also help. Now, Fire Rangers, so they need to be careful. I mean, some of these things, I mean, because so you should know that there will be punishments for some of these things. I don't think that both parties are not doing well, but the bigger fish or the bigger stakeholder, which is DFE, needs to show that they have a good teeth to bite, and so now they will be rendered useless with some of these unnecessary decisions. Then, Chris Damenya for the Kotoko CEO, I hope it's just a rumor, because the Yabe one was say your CEO is in such a big fight for his own personal development. Then you decide that we have somebody already lined up, say yes, Pamela. I mean, the solidarity is what makes people believe in belonging to some good associations. So, for me, I want to see it as a rumor. Say, I assume without admitting, so Chris Damenya be take you over there, and your position of the club or anybody seriously associated with the club, because it will be a very bad one. Precedent that
okay,
because
I think the FA, just like you said, the FA should try. I say. And now no take commentaries be on Ghana sports radio for
listening around
and people are having the feeling say get to crack and pekotoko asem.
Yes.
And on this papa no
when I saw no hard sentiments.
And on this your friend is saying kotoko siwo no.
Yeah, ampofu. Yeah, amponsa. Nana yo amponsa.
On no beef. and I sign contesting also contesting or
GFA initially yes
GFA or contesting and or deterred and almost say he wants to come again in the next elections.
And
no make us a peace FM for
common sense I can give to this reason. I say what TV I will see no way there, but wait there.
Say he wants to come again and
Papa the man 5 years as a director is sheepish.
Juma as protocol boss, the one also the professionalism, even though he has his own side, but also administratively he's fantastic.
Yes.
It's almost he wants to come again,
kill the fire before it decides to reignite.
Exactly.
It was 5 years as a director.
That's what I'm talking about. I can peace FM for the normal.
Yeah, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy pa. I'm not the fact, but I'm film say betoma. But wait there, them too direct because a director of Fire Rangers decide to do some of this. Not say banning or be around the team for the next 5 years. For them deciding
now. Yes. I'm on a GFA new status.
They need to get serious.
As a moody agro.
Yeah, it's a
interpretation of what we did in the
it's a big joke. I mean, but I find some common sense in there. That's why I expect Kotoko to also be serious.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, Chris Damian has been here, Maxwell Kwa. I mean, solidarity should be there. Say, hey, you can't just do that to a man.
Yeah.
I mean, for what you have to be sure. Because I believe in solidarity. If there's no solidarity, there's nothing fighting for an association. So for me, you come back to it. My person around because stories na door. So na bought a man Olympics at 50,000.
Yeah, I buy so into me CVM.
So I'll be renovating the ones around. I think that in principle I like it. Yeah, so that
buy a new Olympic stadium.
So that year even going for new ones in culture of maintenance. But the point here is that so hosting where there's a reason say about Olympic Games. It because say Atlanta 96, but say about football because say USA 94. You know why? Because football is played all over. But when it comes to Olympic Games now, they are a city. Although it's the biggest, it's bigger than football. That's why Olympic Games here. So
Barcelona 92.
Exactly. Yeah, called Tokyo. This. I mean, these are basic.
They use the host city
and to highlight because most of the football they will be other states.
Botiman
and I'm playing Accra. Young fans are Accra this. But to decide say if you are correct because you are correct Kumasi, they are correct near the Olympic Games. You know that means it's as good as young hosting.
Unza Ghana they ba kwa ma your stadiums no cry. Entumi nya kama pitch size any tracks. Every stadium has tracks.
Exactly, uselessly there. I mean,
every stadium has tracks.
It doesn't make sense.
And yes, stadium.
Akra Stadium there no mo yibia. And so mo yi for no mo call work.
Sir,
I'm say Akra Stadium.
Yeah, me tell say stadium there our tracks. Until no make
we check crown our show ball. We say me check Ghana ball because me many here.
Call Nigeria. Make us call Nigeria. Call Olympic Stadium.
Oh yes, one of the beautiful.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
me so do stadium as out to Wembley.
Say Olympic Stadium, but not a football stadium.
Yeah, so Olympic Stadium no more field, you know.
Exactly.
Or medal.
Exactly.
Say
yes.
Say Olympic.
Maybe a standard Olympics in Kwamoye javelin we near the end no or more yen to like Stafford no more we need the after more modify no. They did it for just Olympic Games, football and console.
Football pitch.
Yeah, we try to
most of the time what they do is a football pitch, you know. They use it for javelin almost in some lines.
Exactly. Some
normally javelin, normally high jump, normally way.
Yeah. Multi-purpose. Stafford need to see as an Olympic stadium. We no modify for football.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, Agyarko say as Olympic stadium.
Say Africa.
Yes. It's an will be say Olympic stadium. Fine, it's a football pitch which can be redesigned to accommodate some of these things beautifully. But the point is that Ghana no see we need an Olympic stadium. Make right fine football. I don't want the world football kind of one. I need one anchor javelin for crowd with media training near the NHS. I need there purposely. Football, your football stadium be honum. But for them to say the old one, and then that's my only problem. Listen to story Sanka 2023. You go see some All African Games, so West African Games. You COVID, blah blah blah. It's good. Let's take the money and the time to renovate what you have. They see Pons and Co. But the reality is that what I agree with you is that with time in Pono, you have to remove those unnecessary tracks around football. Money interested and because why will I be sitting 100 meters away to watch a typical football? Sometimes I don't even see it so well. But look at a typical way. Players should go because we want to enjoy the game. But in principle, I agree with him that at the end of the day, renovate the old ones, forget Austin anyway. In a large group, maybe it's just for sarcasm near there, but it's an interesting one. Maybe some of our journalists and some maybe they just wanted to infuriate him or make a joke out of him. But the reality, the only lesson I learned from this one, and pick here, and I wanted to even go and say, the harsh reality is that as much as you are enjoying the Kotoko and Heart debacle when friends is no, our league is still on life support. we this 1 or 2 teams are. The rest are just trying to stay above water. They are drowning. Because for an Olympic, for a Premiership club to tell you I don't have money to pay bonuses with the salaries, but then there's a problem. You see, it's a whole topic one day I'd love to really delve deeper, because clubs now, I remember there was a time ago they are running as limited liability companies. But because you're formal with returns at the umbrella, annual returns, but they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You see, how does the system also support in the idea? Because so man, who large groups, you can sell your player bill maybe 100,000, 200,000 within your own purview, no remit. And away, what me and and so how do we really marry this to the for money? It is not a good one. But we also sit back and you might, oh, yeah, Tom, Sheila Liasu to Vietnam club, maybe $200,000. A large group say, hey, when you ska, that's all we hear. Then the next moment you come back that Minister me won't share me. Our game needs to be moved forward, but there should be a way. Sanka, we have entities on Beboa, but there should be partnership. What Tom player, also by GBA film there. We need some of these things to start working. There are some people come Omunya and community club, sponsor some clubs. Say Bimpa, me a restaurant, and every Monday be a place made do home free there. But you, the owners of the clubs, you are not allowing these things because you are not opening up. Muda dena mukashka no munyeska out of the 10, but everyone is niska. But how do we help you? Have you opened that for people to really know what is happening in the club in terms of finances now there? I think some of these things need to be seen at. Hearts of Oak wanting to build a 5,000 ultra modern capacity stadium.
That will be your last topic, right?
Oh.
Time, Nico.
Tell me it's a good joke. Tell me it's a good joke.
It's a good joke.
I mean, 5,000.
It's
a joke. It's a joke as far as I'm concerned. Talk about the money they are winning. They are doing beautiful things that I'm enjoying them. But you tell me a 5,000 ultra modern capacity stadium for what? Maybe I'll wait for more way. I will go and read more to know why they are fixated. They are there. It's all they are being farcical that you could see 5,000 capacity stadium ultra modern for training, for swimming, for dancing. I mean, I need more information because the capacity is maybe they missed the zero, or maybe I'm thinking they missed the zero, so I'll wait for more
50,000
exactly because
50,000 enough.
5,000 I'm the bad day. And you think it's beyond them? Had to can fill a 50,000 capacity if they get it done.
Not now. Scan you.
No, but they should do partnership. JP Morgan, what idea here they wanted to sponsor the whole way? We have some of these things in Ghana. You think they can't raise that funds? They can't convince an entity that the next 30 years, if you help you to get a stadium. I mean, these are some of the partnership I'm looking at. See, it will build interest in a year. They can do some of these things, but I don't think it's beyond them. But 5,000 probably the bad day. You also tell me what a 5,000 capacity stadium can do for Hearts of Oak in this.
So, see, Real Madrid were Alfredo
Stefano, Omode de Agronia,
the Champions League now. Tibia has
no, they did that because of the COVID. There's no way Real Madrid will play in a standard 5,000 capacity
stadium. Say Bia has and so.
Or more year for COVID and
there be match Bia any high profile. Now I'm say Bia a low profile. Nipa mabe some bit me abono.
Then it's as good as they don't Omunja Mundi that they can fill a 40,000 capacity Accra Sports Stadium. That should be their level now. But if we are still calling him, but maybe they want to maximize their profit. Well, I agree with you. You see, I'm trying to put sense to what they are saying that okay, Yakoji Accra Sports Stadium, people banning 3,000. You Kanama National Sports Council near there, National Sports Authority near there. Maybe for that, Ajana one. And I say Kotoku United, the bar, Accra, they are near Akobon one, and above for Kwaba, near Akobon or smaller stadium near there. But 5,000 Hearts of Oak. The woman has given me anyway. Tell me it's a bad joke. I mean, I have to add that to my vocabs. Tell me it's a bad joke that they want to do. Kalmotinodo and at the end, I think we can go for it. Yeah.
Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo. That brings the end of our sports segment brought to you by Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon. Brabe UT. Now when you know Olusian Kancho say new goods are bo, new goods are ba. Brabejo there. As a mass trading say a nam papa ni fie ni alternative for Main Street betwitwa beton nama ebetwitwa ni nyina the amount kama odi dwabro 150 be kofi amount free of charge. So who two baby a wote na uhia moa uhia car na besisa onema uhia movers no ma beboa e super cleaning services ane limited Isaac Jamrada no for omo Opel car rent na wa also dey you niema eno so ye vans akese e wo hot say you have vans ni bia ye dey be rent 5084102544 5084102544 ofre omo a omo ebeje so na bibia nso atumi akọ enkan omo tayechi ena yedi dwumadi e de bro super cleaning services de no na area seda PC so ma no Chrome restaurant ono so ka ho bi ena yedi dwumadi bro. Let's move on na yenkonkwohwe ensem a PP politically, but before that Manucho say oti Kofi Wayo nka ache nti Kofi Wayo ana yenkoto ade yeah, all of the above. Okay, yento ade ba ku mienu bi mra na ye ba na afi ye ba beto aso yento ade ba ku mienu emra ye ba na ya ba aba beto so okay, Manucho Magandi Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mempeme ho asem. Manucho ene wase tell me it's an expensive joke. Okay, yanko to ademra.
Nobody plans for unexpected or bad things to happen, but they do. Our products allow you to plan for whatever life puts in front of you. We have non-medical and simplified issue products, term policies with your money back at the end of the term, index universal life policies with cashback option. Are you concerned with market volatility? The little known secret to keep your money safe during market corrections is our fixed index annuity. Rashida Financial Services will help you with future income planning, life insurance, mortgage protection, Medicare plans, and college planning. Contact Rashida Financial Services on 781-354-3060. Our offices are located at 120 Stafford Street, Suite 6 in Worcester, Mass. Also 491 Dutton Street in Lowell, Mass. For all your financial needs and an amazing future, see the experts, Rashida Financial Services.
Asamas Trading, Efie Beyeda, Asamas Trading, Eduane Beyeda, Asamas Trading. Sawuti Worcester bonte so hana utoniema na mfiri Asamas Trading a ene yawa fom kwan. Sawo peniema pa, eye Ghana ne abimemu eniema yede ye aduane, ema aduane ye dem fie ye akono. Na enye Asamas Trading na wuto afiri amese, wa fom kwan. Ahana enuane ahodo ne enam, efiri Ghana ne abibremu aman ahodo, ebedu Worcester hano. Ye ne kama ne ton for Edia na wopato eya adwene akrantie akukọ ana se tekia ya wonu kama kobi papa bi eya dwanam akukọ nam eya fish nantwinam beef ananam bia wope aya hyehye na daka mu kama no eya Asamas Trading ena obenya no eno achi wope koko bayire ana bibia ye de no aduane wo fie a Asamas Trading ena ade wani be kire na de akono na de wo mu ne se wo mu niam nyina ya fofofo ubetimi je EBT ana food stamps atoniema fofofo every Asamas Trading. Asamas Trading our 1084 Main Street, Worcester, Massachusetts. Waye adwuma free anapa no nwoche ekosi anyimre no nwoche. Juada kosi memende bia. Enti de bia pese wudi dwa no. Ubetimi akọ Asamas Trading. Ana friend 508-796-5117. Ana 508-615-2097. Asamas Trading. Yama wadwadie ye fofofo. Baby, you wanna give me joy.
I preach brabo and afem. Say now be obenya driver's license cry and afem. Me ba America. Ma try so and father.
Ani ayanukre abrocha brabo na fomunti na make Kamfu Richway Auto School at the amount. A hodie unya pma and she sending your med yagu akwamti onua driver's license. A babu when your BCCA within the shortest possible time. So per classroom lessons and on the road lessons are only problem cry within the shortest possible time. No, je babu am when your son me no what me edia boajuma. Kai na we say your professional driving instructors are babu am when this one so person trika no ebebem.
It will just say Richway Auto School betuma boame and a menya license.
Je be younger say road lessons evaluations at the amount. The sounds one more road textbook we be na abuama onim dia a wo pe no wonsa aka na dia
e de kra ne se unko RMV enko nko ye road test no ye bema examiner no abayanka sayan office na waboa mu aye road test no ba bibia akoso enije se me wom kra ne se instructors ai kira de e wo rich ways auto schools ni nyina e Ghana fo enti wote yen kasa wode be nu edinkita ho e beboa mu atweka no na bibia akonkan hwe yen chi akwan e wo 65 James Street Suite 207 Worcester MA 01603 yen office telephone numbers ni 508-459-1331 ana 774-386-2534.
Hey, wait there. Richway Auto School made him who dance pa.
Richways Auto Schools, your keys to safe and happy driving.
Okay, Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo so now we dan ho koton ade asra kese Madanko African Market 785 okoha kankale ba benya bi ato na wano anom na aboa sanso ne ade aseda KM Roofing Rashida Financial Services na yemfa aseda PSN so Dr. Kwame Amponsa so your bana wutie mi a nyame ya adom se de enra ne ye ka no wa mayen doctor kese wa Dr. Kwame Amponsa Venom Women's Health Services obono humodi yipa se uyo ba na uhia primary doctor oba obesisu gynecologist and osan obstetrician na de anika kra ne se osan surgeon nti bibia how bia no Dr. Kwame Amponsa beboa enu nti na ya me no we ka say fra wani kire Venom Women's Health Services our 10 Winthrop Street suite number 312 baby a SDA for sorry dan wo no se udru a sa Venom Medical Center building kese no hospital na wo no enu mu na Dr. Kwame Amponsa ewo odo ma me aba ha oyire upe primary doctor oye okrom ni na wa bing no te body language asia eno no nkasa friend 508-459-2706 508-459-2706 asida PSA Kwame Rashida Financial Services for all your financial needs, mortgage protection, college planning, Medicare plans, life insurance, retirement, college planning, titru ni nyinano hwehwe Rashida Financial Services echira kwan na ono so entumi enmoa sikase mu na bibia nso entumi ensi eyie yehye the second or the third part of the show na say ediefi Agbogbloshie market na de tie se enra na ye kan wa ha se Greater Accra Regional Minister Henry Cote say Agbogbloshie for no wa ma omuska nti omumfiri onko na ene omo start edwadie ewo the new location va reporter yenya na Anopa mo amunya adagite news no from Peace FM kire se bibia koso ma trucks ni bibedru ha ma mo jenefo ni yini ade na emom ukopiem ewo Agbogbloshie old market hona omo scrap dealers omo de omo so mumfiri ho any police for e de boani na enye ani boketwa eno nam so ema police for to tear gas any gunshot nyina ansana calmness later etumi abaho ama asumdwe so etumi aba na yentie kakra bi how the things unfolded.
na apai obeti ai
nti we bomb etu pa na motonsi
na say etu
nti we akọ bi wo Oza fire service no abasa akọ na chire police for kwa ko mo chire we don't to go
Manucho, they say Ghana, I Maya. As I just say, two Abubankwani Timidi Bibia.
Personally, I'm saddened by some of these things. For a second, I had to bow my head down. That where are we getting to? That you've gotten to that point that a country that you boast of peace. Last time you were talking about the most peaceful country near there. And I told you I'm not so certain with those things. But to hear gunshots, I mean, fire for fire in such a way. No, is it that the citizens are recalcitrant, are getting very recalcitrant in their approach, or leadership is also not exhibiting the confidence for people to give them that fear or respect? You see, for me, that's where we are getting to. Recalcitrancy is setting in. Now, ultimate disrespect for leadership is also setting in.
But let's also put it on record, say, Jennifer no there,
they moved.
Yeah, but scrap dealers,
then they decided to start shooting.
But yenti Jenny for no sutam could do new
Agyarko
so
from
Agbogbloshie, yeah, they went there, they were settling, putting their pallets down and everything. So the onion sellers in there,
was done peacefully. I mean, DSP, that's operation.
Oh, I hope I've done in market crowd.
People are trying to. Then scrap dealers decide to be so stubborn. More holding ammunitions. You see, what's here now? That's why I had to read the story over and over again. That Mona scrap dealers start at the police. Then the police also decided to return the fire.
Yeah, they have to fire back.
But
and then we should tear gas and water cannon.
Ties to make the place very, smoke. Just say you can't even see clearly. I said gunfire, return gunfire power. But should we get here? Me say the people are becoming very obstinate, very stubborn. In a leadership, so the utmost respect are first in Chroma, police cry now you marshal because they command it. Because here then for now there's no that fear is not there because we are not resolving to settling disputes with amicable disputes. It's I do say now it becomes difficult for me. As a person, I don't like what the scrap dealers are doing. As much as you have grievances, but you decide that you are going to keep guns or mobile return fire on them, it's very, very bad.
In this sense,
yes,
me feel say leadership, you blame because
yes.
Most of the people have already left. The government has given you money. In as much as only on the any scrap dealers
where we call Mayanka from Kumasi.
Enti onion for na doors no kra na omuna minister ni suru say omode na ekwaduru so akoko no. They have understood, possibly taking the money the government has given them to transport their things back to the place.
There are more of women. Na scrap dealers na more of men. Na monso na omoka so mo Kusasi line, omo Hausa line, any Dagomba line. So mo na truth is that some nya space pa. Akwa omo scrap dealers upon there I say a baller. I say obi a scrap dealer I should know. Mba no kra mo scrap no mo pepa. Well, they need a lot of space in some of these things, but to put fire, you see, where I tell you that I blame a bit of leadership, we shouldn't even get here. Says you see, the way to resolve when he said to fire for fire, what to a metal, it's not a good sign.
Manu,
it's not a good sign.
In Kasesi, and I'm fan say minister called launch a new place for Monra, while outline the guidelines.
Yes,
our pese ofasoma modikotana ho yamamo. Total of 500,000 Ghana Samonche. On the breaking down say Ubi able to menya 2,000
or more 100,000 now.
And also be able to menya 2,000 roughly.
Okay, I'm breaking.
And Minister no Kasa no breaking it down.
Yeah, okay.
Inti emfan say na ade ache. Yes, and na last day mo biens ho. Na mo
say congestion say no ye boss sanya man congestion. I say dey decongested say ye ba ye movie na mo sesa na ye.
But we money dey almost see omonko
na mo start to tutu. You see,
I think, sir, for them to resist leadership and say,
was very bad.
And to start firing gunshots, no.
Yes.
I think in this sense, there, me feel say you blame leadership and you harsh on them because
you see,
citizen one crowd won't call. Say won't call no more the two. Ebe hulu na crowd there. Number two abuba say we crowd there. Then we could say oh, munya butremo, they're one of us. But for them to start, yanko. It didn't end there. their burning ties and they started firing gunshots at the police.
And I make us
that's very criminal.
I agree.
That's very serious.
I give them 99% of the blame. Say fine, as much as possible. I have been a victim of such movements before. You've been there for years, and maybe you have some little grievances you wanted them resolved. Yeah, you say it's not been heard out, but that is why you have leadership in the country. They will face it. If inadvertently, they have an election to face again. People to put an endorsement on their stewardship. Until you have to go, you have to cry, but you have to go. But still, but for you to go to that extent in a day, you see, but maybe they say, assembly to be say down assembly nearby, near their judge way. Say maybe preceding events all over the country now. I say, okay, when people are demonstrating, the ways that people somebody decides to take a knee, so they need to take a knee to shoot into a crowd, thinking that you need time for tear gas in the proper bullet. What can I say? If we are not confirmed, not to cry, the doctor has confirmed that a bullet, a real bullet through somebody near the end. So I'm saying, you say, okay.
Then you confirm not to the hospital, nearby hospital, and son,
okay,
or confirm.
Okay, says you were granting some distance back. So by the referral hospital will be a way. So the reality is that okay, okay, maybe I'm to 20 and but which is not good. In any way, it is not good. And I'm not sure the police anticipated this, that these people buy guns and return the fire. Even going forward, some of these exercises, then there will be more. Because even I heard Kwekubaku saying that they are killing an ant with an elephant. And what happened at Ejura? Yes, Anna Mitchell said he said that one to mean that he feels that some of these things, they're helpless people trying to demonstrate that you don't put guns on them. So this one said this time around, have to be and interesting. They even fired first. They fired shots at the security personnel. In subscribe dealers, in all this, they did not do well. I think that this is not the way to go about it. See, I careful. Say I've quite pockets of issues. Says you say, and to be okay. At the next moment, you look and say, are you going to put guns on you near there? There's some seeming unrest in the country that we need to nip it very fast. But as much as possible, I stand on the side that you are not happy, you feel agitated, you feel the oppressed. But for you to start gathering guns that may return you on a government, it is not the way. I will not sit here and condone it on no certain terms that Ube But the reality is that the government, the police, and everybody they need to set up. They need to do a proper relook, go back to the table, and have a proper discussion, because you are not in a battle with your citizens. I don't think that, but these are just a part. I wouldn't sit here and say that the whole Ghana is in an anarchy and also say helter skelter. But sometimes you look at a sample space to determine what really happens elsewhere. I think that the people did not do well. I will not condone it, but the police should also get back to your drawing board and re-strategize and begin to have the respect, the love, and everything of the people. And yes, it might just be degenerating elsewhere, that wherever they are going to fight for peace, people will decide that it's a battle against you. Because in any case, Scribe dealers who said the policeman is doing his job.
I personally think, sir, and the course on the scrap dealers na their cry. They have to take 100% the blame. Say, say Ghana, Manusa Osha Krum Hakran. Sometimes maybe you are a bar umpe. You will not be happy. You will not be happy, but you have to obey and abide, just like you said, because majority of the people, any people, edit to me, I show myself. Once I know you know better than a bo Henry Cote Abaso and crying. The face of Ghana now, whether you like it or not, it's their capital.
Oh, no, how wouldn't you like it? I mean,
I'm just making a statement.
Okay.
But Oshe Ghana capital, now Shebe Bia, and in Yome Bia Uhu, away Kurunuma, a time. Even marketplaces, last time, ma obi ko makola pa bola. Na esum ho pa man for yare na obi ko ho na akọ said okay na obi so akoye na wato atwene na you see enti nyoma bi ho a ya so ama na be nom time in say part of us, so enti yen tuntum for especially enra na medwene issue ye ekoso yi ho unse minim se me ye show no time na me sam ye pon no na me tu ye nyanom ye nyina ye for say we should think as Ghanaian, rather than being partisan. Because a partisan, Ghana loses. At the end of the day, MPP person or Ghana, just like you said yesterday, NDC person or Ghana, but Ubia for diversity. But the question you ask yourself is say, Omoka somo person mo Ghana ye, no mo be Ghana ye. Say etna and rana make us say etna ha say na ye criticize Minister for Defense, Interior, ye criticize Vice President Baumia, criticizing Anado, and they do the right things. Why ne be benefiting? MPP Nina and Bofu say you're criticizing Nanado, you're criticizing Baumia, you're making the party unpopular and unbenefiting. Honestly benefiting. But in the other way round, baby I'm not telling you. You see baby a waterways, baby a time
you need to go there.
Unlawful buildings. And yeah, they are the. And I know you waterways go.
Yeah, they should.
We need somebody to be sometimes robust to save the rest of us. And this Sani say yes, so say oh, Munko Hamusia Hesha, baby Abinyamo Mubia and Ramamia later called on the show and said, say Ghana for everywhere you find for them, they'll find a reason not to move.
Go there.
So they'll find a reason not to move because baby that is their comfort zone. So they don't want to move out of their comfort zone.
I may disagree with her and say as much it's an prejudicial and perception. The journalists should do that further work for us. The Nipanaka say, it saves a 49er. Nipana a host and many place of a journalist like me obey 2 minutes video. A 2 minutes video there can change my whole perception.
I totally agree with that.
A host say oh Ghana for there.
No, a host so there should be change. And then onion sellers were the much people advocating and fighting with the minister. But at the end of the day, they have understood say life must go on. And no you go back show laptop and so video na me boy no the next one here day settling at the new place because Ghana ni as I am because enya Ghana ni person nipa bi at in the comfort zone change so I think sometimes with the problems we have in Accra in particular say Accra say nsuo no edu kumase ba nsuo to ba ko be hekejetia he crow from other places being Obuasikra was worse. Now the problem it's even going beyond Accra and some more waterlogged problems.
Yeah, and it can be understood it to transcend because
it's transcending because
are building up,
exactly cosmopolitan.
Eventually
and
the
we are
problems,
getting more people.
Exactly.
We are making more effing.
Yes.
Yeah, we are making more trash and we are more choked because people we are increasing by the day.
Exactly. So we are not thinking. We have sustainability. Ghana, we don't believe in catering for our needs and
you see how Omzomo Bay Stadium, Kelly Square. Yeah. This is the government, the city's project. Exactly. This is what the city has decided to do. Wow, if you
move. Yeah.
See, sometimes in as much as say baby I'm feel see there Ebianka center of the city pa me or prospect said that me ton because when say a Kelly Square me a housing course be Worcester State University and baby if you na kroma if you board in areas you can easily get on the highway.
Yeah, okay.
Baby America. But me access highway in term.
Ghana cry Krobia da kwanwa.
Exactly. Yeah. Own sa omo housing project be say own Highland Street no now ko Belmont. I know na a case in a point for our study.
Yeah, okay.
Sa project no sa apartment bi no mo see hot tintin. Yeah, own Belmont no so na o ko hona.
Close to highways.
Close to highway, a very expensive area because Boston, big high class men in society. Exactly, they want places that are closer to the highway. And to people can say, oh, make me feel what Kelly Square so the fire no 290 east and west in Tika. But you see, this is the WORCESTER stadium. Nti I see bubu dan ni twaka. You evaluate you dan on here obeji sani no deal ni twaka. Now in as much as you don't like it, you have
I agree. Sometimes compensation is part of
it. Omo ase on say me mani agi say Jenny for no na doors wo Agbogbloshie. Omo na cry for
scrap phones in here space. Omo na mo scrap phone no here space.
But some ko is say mo ko na Jenny for na fa ho nyina.
I don't know why scrap dealers even want to stay in town. Scrap the anka mo
away. Outside, outskirts.
How will scrap dealers be center of town?
You did not only resist the police and answer the city authorities, but rather you had the guts some more for Eddie Tuabaho, no more starting. If the police had fired and killed any of them, and we wouldn't sit here and blame the police because more started with weapons. Tis more started with weapons, now more to there. They have to defend themselves.
I agree.
Intina Kokuba Koka say Ejura no soldier for no day nekum and tetia. Also can never of saying killing them then with
maybe let's say
a hammer with an ant. Yeah, unse hono omun crash or they are armed. But when they are until the moment you bring gun and you start shooting, you are giving the police justification to shoot you too, because they know you can kill them.
Yes, you see, I look beyond it, say, but it shouldn't be a new norm, say, baby. Or citizen will bet to 20 and she bet to yes, and I am careful when a degenerate.
I know the chrome her. I know the chrome her crowd. We are so civilized. Chrome her. If you have a weapon and you shoot, the police can kill you, and the law would defend you.
No, unfortunately, people might. They will not die. You see, that's the bad news. Maybe from 5 people being a woman, maybe ya soldier no, na police want to they see.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They don't have to.
People be victims. I'm sure say.
I know how does the police at the time at the receiving end would think is there?
The issue is that the first one happened because they were helpless, guns were thrown. Now, yes, okay. Then the next one, okay, the people who armed themselves with guns to throw back. The next one will also be more guns against more guns, and then I say we don't have to.
No, that is what I'm saying.
Say, okay, yeah, this time go for 2 been a cover 2 and a police for ne kumbe 10 because okay, 7 Nyansanka, you don't let those 2 people have guns in your midst.
Because
no, but I'm not sure everybody like it's a.
You don't know that we don't deal with what we don't know. What we know is,
but the point is
scrap dealers have to treat you. That is what we know.
Yes, scrap dealers be known. Because there will be people there. I don't believe. Then I'm just saying,
and that's how we don't know yet.
So but we are analyzing what we know. What I can analyze is that some scrap dealers in there decide to be miscreants. We saw in Bossy a binum like you can read the story that some people in there decided to be miscreants, and even this years before he said it, we didn't win. Also, some boys in there.
Yeah, but
it's not all of them.
It's a group.
No,
my point is that you expected the police.
Things were going well. So some of them in there decided to be stubborn.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. Once they are moving their group.
No, the policeman said that some of them.
I'm not disputing that. So the policeman said, "Enti se police nina kasa na manucho omo atutu na police for no ma omo ntubim omo nyina
say that I'm saying that it's a culture that we need to nip in the bud because a first one happened they were helpless and the second one or two if you are not careful you degenerate, so we need to start looking deeper.
Say you don't understand, say where you have a problem is them shooting and the police shooting back.
I didn't say that. What I'm saying is that the way it is going, we need to be careful as to being good or bad. I'm not discussing that. What I'm saying is that first one is they were helpless. Second one is with guns.
Okay.
So it's a culture that we need to discuss
in this sense, how do we be careful in this situation?
How do you be careful?
And why now blaming in this case?
No, I blame the scrap dealers.
That's the point. And I blame the scrap dealers. In this sense, I will never blame any police or city authority because you catch them in your dialogue from a long time, and you see you move from point A to point B. Abaina kwako ye lunch. Yes, amma musika. And you even said this on the show yesterday. Say we cry nemra what is a bank cry to be a free baby. One more muska so famfa omunioma. And the minister broke it down 500,000 Ghana say and penifon making sure say elders no more marketing say obi abenya bi now breaking down so obi akrabe timenya 2,000. The minister goes and launches the place for more with elders and deba. You stormed the place. Mustomo honomani mo akasa say because then I watched the video when I went home later na peace cracker. They spoke with me say ano and now last day nobody should come and do any business or market here. Jenny Fuako and the most scrap dealers there Musemonko na mo akoho. And then the police come and say Munko you started burning tires and firing gunshots. Into police nipa bi ni say edi tokoku egu ba kutrim eshutu no kono. Into at that point once you begin shooting, even if it is one of them, now once amomo scrap dealers ye ni ba bi etu free ba na mo akase mo start to ni there, the police will not sit aloof for mo be shutu o ma kele o. No, they will fight back. So I think in this sense me and Anameka said if any of them is arrested and prosecuted, I say we need the harshest punishment because you can't fight back at a police officer. And I want to police for no air because just like you said omo de bullion van ni bi na yede e buy thinking say bia armored car thinking say bia BBC so they can use insuo no ne ade to separate and then now start to tutu. So in this case I think say me there personally I will not blame any city authority. I will not blame the police. Scrap dealers not have themselves to blame. Now thank God say there wasn't any casualty. If there was, it would have been their own fault because enana make a kromha who started to police with you. Police who say you could answer no shoot you. Who took gunshot? Who even if you have a weapon in your hands, no catch out said drop it. Now one drop will shoot you. And they say who already can shoot you there? I don't blame the police. Say omo shoot you because when I'm starting, yes, when I'm rama a quincy and create you into now me mental on the become. I think said these scrap dealers they have themselves to blame, and it's time say Ghana be say you know on say now can say we are proponent of fix your attitude as a man now can.
Oh yeah, I believe in attitude as Ghana's attitude and
problem too. Because who says sadi we yes saying
some are proponents of that. I say I believe maybe obiti for the first time.
Oh yes, say you believe I say still.
No, let me just fix the country first. Systems will fix people, but
what's the attitude?
We shouldn't leave.
Okay, so we should fix our attitude.
Some of the problems in Ghana too is attitude now, and also the first is that the system is wrong. Police in Adinya, you can't trust them, blah blah blah. But Obinsu decided say, because Jimmy school document, or Jimmy Sikani idea, and also your attitude that. Yeah,
until make us say somebody can. I don't know. Can make us say
there are two proponents. There are proponents in there too. Fix your country and fix your attitude. Some believe that it's not the country, it's the attitude. Some believe that, wouldn't say, some believe that no, your attitude and your system. Some also believe that a system and your attitude.
And some believe both.
Some
some believe in one.
I believe that the system will, with the system fix 90%. We hope in line, but there are one or two Ghanaians being swear they are fixing the attitude. They are known to on the day. You get me? See, more of those people too. We can help ourselves in that regard. Yeah, but I believe in fixing our attitudes too. I wouldn't run away from it.
Yeah,
that maybe one of my nipa and as a buying tina because we see be at the end of 10 cities now 50 cities now we are say buying up we are sometimes we all do it. We play that we are soon we are near say oh say neko, but I believe in that too.
Kalusha Akaba about design o Mike Nizo Agaba abom design ma peja left to no left to spring in spring in peja na I get it to level now abom boko there
boko
and on Eric Nyakoi
oh hey come on by wechi
na be pegidigi the family mum
and contact Eric
contact Eric
yeah bibi aboko there
Yakupano
Agbogbloshie dey ask what say e kan ho asa
yeah but here was na me say ka me kasa na ka me ka 3 parts bi na am say mrena ba mentimi anka say sa youth ni start so mo yes no mana amanfo no man stabilizer una smart say please for no almost training because say nipa na ya first na nka the tear gas this pen crofo ana this person crofo na water the
hot
water you know water cannon now the this person crowd you don't shoot live fencing live munitions to the crowd and now citizens now come what angle I was just looking at say because BBC they see Nigeria Boko Haram no what I say sa na did one from capture the whole northern part of Nigeria say no omomaye militia yomo it's a government also and stamina authorities and I on the ground a bit my been say just imagine say please for abasomba become a year attention down
now
na master
mututu the moment you do that you justify
there's something going on ya nhwe ni na please for no so anya vigilant ebema Ghana e oyona bibeba wona me che no because we see say the social media na aba no ama expose the politicians in so many ways. That become to see and see obi anya ayina opportunity na whatever any politician is doing now on peno obey. And see politician whether they like it or yes, the social media has come to stay. I don't be exposed right now. They have to be on the lookout because and so the end times now about 4 years now my banner makoju twetwa baby na mo de aba beden mo de aba kire say na my you know they say the obi e ti say kaka etumi ko live ayi any what is going on Yankuba for the crazy what is going on my instant the vivid account what is going on what about to Facebook live now man for so hwe when I meche no yenya amanfo a omo on trained journalists a ejuma mo bon kwa bi wo kra journalists they are doing a great job when I meche no and the politicians need to sit up now who say they say no the populace no o many abie in so many ways unlike that times now we take it for granted no they say they ejuma no mawa no anya ni ya we have the right to tell you that first our country otherwise 4 years in beba when I meche no na dey ba kwa na me say democracy dey year for tolerance when I meche no but dey ba kwa say no Ghana no say na do na ema nkofo na say nkofo na mo wase na mo ma ba nkofo kwa na mema kwa na
na ma den
o ma directions ma nkofo ye bi ba nkofo kwa ba
bi tadien
enya de ye fence kaka de ya ye koma no won ya hwe ya kokuni.
No, we'll come to that. You see, I have Agbogbloshie.
What I'm trying to do is say, uncle for Monday, so Monday, no more this one, who be that's one to me and can. A papa by Abobuano, Rebecca out was here. Because now we did 2 minutes Cassin in a day. I shall say, Yeduma, and to Nick Panny, ye be us and Koya. As all my chinasun, go chroma at say, Obiwa Bemuna say, no one send Basse Kim. You be making sure say on my investigation abanu be jai bibia man ama investigation am na huza kwa na de na oye no aye na emran so adi no say e ma opposition a no nkyere say udi bone a emran tumi ndi ba Ghana de ye ma opposition udi bone a emran enkan because ekofo na omo police for na omo soldier for no and I say some kind of soldier for kwa because soldier for there omo de say omo de omo tum baby police for na say omo bo omo man omo de you know a man constitution here adwuma to the latter no omono ya to mu na ashon botum the politician bi ekokunya say na say you be ka say one way na ka chen commander in the area na say ASP no area na say one way e be you akwakoto ekura yi bontuku ekura bi ase a na omo hihye omo and the police say police for a police you know service no so if they don't sit up sans me be kan ye be say yi friends say bi I go faster you be ko enim kakra na be ko echi 10 times you ko enim one step you are quite 10 times. Because the police for na say omo man e ko nkan no because constitution the police for na say omo the letter
say issue den Agbogbloshie
na make
police for no dey no me
omo nyahwe but say your police nkom you proactive nka sa no mo nkemba so far say asem yesi akroma say ebu a betumi
e crowd there crowd resist issues there be to say it happens.
Opo onto a chroma pa happens, but say please for Abba crowd Abba pa na say yes mon ko be na manko na ye kwako ye yana ipako no momo a ye kase won kono no start to
and to talk about the crowd and the behavior of the crowd because police for the meaning say in this case no
omo nyahwe this time man nyahwe but omo suban bi no am say mbu ye Ghana for no mbu please ya tade no they don't respect it.
How more resist the crowd, not just resist the police, not just yembu police for.
How many times?
No, say see back cry na see. Say
me say by Ghana there no. There as one person can say the police for the almost see omo.
I don't know person mo be condemn the act of because you say police know issues we know, but where they are due credit we have to give it.
It is good. But as one can say oh who to a crowd efwa no to mo so e dey fo. The crowd no dey omo ye ndie omo anya ni ye 150%. But police force no so omo Ghana sisi no so omo give it so many room e say am for respect omo the people crowd na say e ka say omo ndai and what to say police force so every put mechanism upon buenu and call for say right now we should not put ourselves into the pockets of the politicians. You have to be autonomous na e betumi aye adwuma no then they will get the backing of the offense, the populace. But right now, no, you know, see, sir, omo ye dwuma papa and so confirm on one fee say, offense, please follow. They are fighting against the populace. And to omo no to ya. I'm for back home. But I will go share fire for now. I make can say this and confirm. They always look at their selfish interests. And Ghana changes. You know, it's very very hard for anybody to change because me fit say Agbogbloshie market no that time omo history
They don't know the history. When they started Agbogbloshie, it took some people for them to do it gradual and sana. Agbogbloshie, it's almost 20 on. And if there's minister, they say there's could be some congestion in the city of Accra because of Agbogbloshie now, we are taking you to here. Take one step at a time. When I'm a channel, go there and just look at it now. Excuses, 40 tracks and strap dealers, those kind of stuff. Scrap dealers, fencing. Granite is will be scraps we. Junkyard one, chrome.
Now me cry the one say junkyard for Jenny for the same place.
It's the same place. Almost a chrome, could the heart of the city, and almost say, yeah, almost monko.
No more cry, baby. I do Manucho Hoya hen cry. Ajinko tuku. Ukromana. Ukrom and I hoya outskirts kakra.
Yeah, off kakra.
Omu kra sanke do mu kwachiri kra. Me kra anyway.
Ekogu what's a shama and a bridge on that one.
Yeah.
A space be down. I want to send do mkugu. One say be done and
why are they with onion sellers? Why? It's not even healthy, right?
Yeah, it's not healthy because no me kana ashama on side na beju say you hono come do mkoko to space bi won nanga wona scraps won.
Okay,
that's why do mkogu
anyway. But the good thing is obia there was no casualty, which is the good thing. Now IGP addressing media and all circumstances. That's why I was saying, say, in this case, I can never blame the police because the police are there to protect the people. It doesn't mean they should be there for the people to shoot and kill them. You know, the one sekanya obema kramaya na so kuta ababema kramaya bekaw na hwe no account no. It doesn't happen anywhere. Until IGPC, here are the circumstances under which the police can shoot at protesters. The IGP says the police can shoot at crowds under certain circumstances. He indicated that this happens when the police feel they are in danger. The IGP was speaking when he appeared before the PAC committee. It's your call parliament. Answer the recent happenings. Any a day protest near the Ayaka, na police for to 22 near the and say according to him, the laws permit the police to use lethal force to deal with armed rioters.
Some scrap no mtudi yetu some crofone
sente na mututu no yeah nti according I know the chrome nyina if you are armed the police will shoot you,
yeah,
and it will be justified by law because the law says so we are armed there nti na enra de no amaye nyina ye buofu say protesters omo Ejura no nobody was having a gun. Minim say kan kura no obi kura bia so for the army to be shooting them like that, it was uncalled for. Upon Bueno explained that during violent protests, while the police call for calm with the use of megaphone when they are confronted by unarmed protesters, the use of spray guns, tear gas, and blank armor are, however, allowed to be used to de-escalate rising tension. Honorable Chair, you and I know that every fluid situation, there are no hard and fast rules when the lives of the police officers are threatened, that they should go through all this. So depending on the nature of the situation you are dealing with, then you can go through all this. Let me add that if you are dealing with unarmed demonstrators, then you will not go for live armor. But when you see somebody in the crowd holding a weapon which is capable of being used to kill or injure a police officer, our laws permit us to use lethal force to eliminate that threat to the officers on duty. So it depends on the situation you are dealing with. We are called parliamentary pack for any committee and or the we go to Ejura. It's now I was just reading this so we can get idea as to when the police are allowed and not allowed to use lethal force. And an OTA even Derek Chauvin that was what they were saying. And Tinama George Floyd in Tinama Derek Chauvin was convicted because George Floyd no unkra be obit me dear proud unkra be obit me dear at the same time you had him handcuffed, so on pursue any danger at that point to you, so there was no point of using lethal or excessive lethal the not just only two and I say we use but we use excessive force. Yeah, there wasn't no need for that. So which is why I think say and then what happened at Agbogbloshie was very unfortunate, and I'm just hoping say come to me and scrappers ni bios and for na ya chi o ma jelu so they can learn. We are calling on the people. The bia yetna ya can say corona enkoso no police for said ya edi kan no bribe je any they can stamp the authority and the identity in the country. Obi ensro police, obi amu police, obi anye say. But when they are doing things to make the country work too, you see, you can never in life. Untimi nya de be satisfy da. Untimi nya de be satisfy da. Ya ma one plot, because one plot to sa. Mama me two, unya two, because two no kra me dan no. E me here poor home yet. That's how life is. If you need a place as a scrapper, go and buy a land and do your scrapping. Period. I think it's about time.
Scrapping for you don't have to detain them in the heart of the because that time they never you. So I wonder what graphic road me boy. Yeah. And she said right now is in the heart of Accra. What am I saying?
Yeah.
And then a year outskirts, but right now in the heart of Accra. And I want so the one we see no man why choked. What am I saying? And the word that minister is doing the right thing. And I mean, say I didn't call ya. I mean, take a step to change.
Mokra scrappers. Manu, you break it down. Scrappers need 50,000, 100,000. I'm saying 100,000. 100,000. Yama muska some fancy someone yama. Info. Namo sa ko for two but to fight the police.
Say mon police for see me I don't me mama any but police for so show more na send the face of a police now.
That's very
models now di adwuma no. And you say right now so computer na ba see rules and regulations na di go police norms and all that say no. Timi aba betru website wo kra. Normal encourage man for say ya omo kokenkan omo come website no omo kokenkan e normal e wo na no so betuma aboa mo ama e normal betwa aboa the country because say ya kofa ba say yi ono aba be kan but na nka one kind is here I mean na nka minim ona me che no
o ba say unze etuo de police.
No, there are some staff they should avail it in
they should
educate a man for say
civic manager from say civic education for from say
SCC National Commission
civic education they also the upside of robbery in the country gunshots near this any demonstrations are air they can also take to
because a kroma say so ko baby a we so e ko na emrewafo the issues be bad. They give out information. When I mention to
UK no motesa pa UK merwa omo ye concern bia
they be say almost omo your dog they are happy their vicinity. What I mention so my trauma they be obi ba na oba be di bon no kona they be
they call me bra 2007 me wo ho na me bra sim nko yi ade on camera no abonten nti I was new omonim obia o neighborhood ho omonim obia etimi ho na mekobie ona omonim mebra car because na if you say omomo street parking nti me bie car no na me wura mu na me yi ade na am san ba front ho na bie afi me kofia mebra say onim say police for afra me say police for afra say is he aware say obi akone kem konkomo ba na they got a call sa abere we bi tesoro ho wa afre police that say unknown person bi every obi kam wa ha and omuni me bra the number so they called the police and the police called me bra and also me bra the me if you know say onim say akọ bi ka no wa say me wa fo bi tesoro ha wa mo chen eyifo sisi a no ma oma afre sisi a yeah
it omo try say omo be omo no omo be big ye ba omo to America and you have to make sure say omo
and neighborhood now omo te no omo ni mo bia o
that's right
and two bones bibi foforo ba wa na omo hu say we won free ha we want to have one kind ho anyway let's move on. Police best robbery gangs financier say mob police for na chia omo ni abre ye adwuma no maybe bia omo ni pa wu ye ni omo hu say ade no wa anye ni it comes back at you. The Criminal Investigations Department of the Ghana Police Service is investigating the alleged financier of 5 robbery gangs busted by the service. Joseph Abrifa Ampa, 47, is said to allegedly supply members of the gangs with guns, ammunitions, and other logistics to carry out their expeditions and share the booty. Ampa, alias Dr. Dada Buzia, or say alias Ampa, alias Dr. Dada Buzia, among other pseudonyms, is the founder of the Tropical Heritage, a non-governmental organization established to assist illegal miners, galamseyers. Commissioner of Police Isaac Kenyabua, Director General of CID, who made this known to the media yesterday, said Ampa had been on police wanted list since 2019 for also being involved in a number of robberies within Accra, Kumasi, in parts of Eastern region. The Director General said Ampa mostly conducted his activities around mining areas, citing that in Kibi, Eastern region, he had been involved in 3 different armed robberies, March 27th, May 19th, and then 2021, where he together with others took bars of gold and unspecified amount of money from the victim, whom they shot many times, as well as took away his vehicle, which was later abandoned at Akoko Junction. COP Yabua said the modus operandi was to allegedly attack their victims at gunpoint, kill victims in some instances, snatched their vehicles. His latest expedition, COP Yabua said, was when he allegedly attacked one Bashiru Abdullah on June 7 and robbed him of Ghana 550,000 cedis near Accra City Hotel, as well as on June 15, 2021, where he and a gang attacked and robbed the owner of Nissan Navara pickup at gunpoint under the pretext of buying it. He said, Amanucho no na kanana na oka say obi adamfu bi di car kotomo obi a or the car no koy omuji scan sanje
yeah but
yeah,
it's a similar story, but we didn't a car kese.
Okay, we didn't see a pickup there.
Yeah, the same way they sell to you. I'm not quite a person in your moving out.
Wow,
the same modus operandi.
Yes, I know. So almost in the last year was June Yao.
That's what
June 15th.
That's what they do.
So that's about like 2 weeks ago.
Yes. There were 2 stories. Back on so no car no call bank or the man for a whole night. The next day they went to the bank. Or this car man or this can another person another key to can call it. The bank the parking lot one man or this can
wow.
It's a ban 10 minutes in a car no call.
Obie 2 call.
Yeah, the guy was also left. So
Ghana won't mean for police ground. Omo baba na car no call. Chrome has is see ombe twawesha.
Yeah.
Because every town has police and
exactly, but we there. So catch no who like to tell the story on Davion I'm criminal your first number and say mepe. No say okay. Then they came back with the SUV, gave it to the girl that one fan corner on driving and saw pa on from back. Girl you see kind of the whole day or from no so
I like it.
Well I like it pa say you know so no pro channel but mun share on the bank na mun scan. Then the next morning 2 of them came and I'm call bank one. Omurabi at Trust Bank, so the bank one transaction.
Yes, I know bank account. Card government say me report to the bank to hold the money.
Exactly. So J cash, no I say bank one right na panier say opie when you call opie. You ntina get no trinity no na okraka papers. The guy had papers and a key.
Girl
was almost say fake. They gave her papers and a key. Near the nyina say.
And I be crown no my photocopy amount.
Yeah, so those things
there's so many
records. Yeah, you don't have any records on it, and someone drove the car with. So she had a key and some papers.
The
money was gone, the car was gone. We do pull. Because the churches, the car does not belong to you. But I consider a casual on who car and civilian or so pay. Then they went to DVLA. Room and transfer amount near the so they did all those things for him. So movies or Kota crowd and she left like 7 p.m. When you back one so on who has a cabin in cheap flashlights or flashlights on Gina to Pakia no ban trinifican.
Why did I don't know Jina?
Yeah, I say no on name of
because okay daytime there wasn't
he made a mistake until no so I talk and to trade Bino and I saw a movie later. There's no traffic on the road by 9 p.m.
Oh, 9, but not just at the it was dangerous for him to
time in now. No, me by 3 p.m.
Until Sunday, they had people monitoring him.
I'm dinichi. Tell me this guy, no more person that could be a man. Into moon, no, on any guy on it. I say mate on any tenant.
Wow.
So they pulled him out of the car and the other guy make sure that there was nothing on them. So they drove the car, everything. To initiate on them. Come whenever police station, I'm jail or Fred. They took money, so I'm call station to station. I'm saying, you know, Kenya. I'm call back to the place now. Who can? We'll be told by the honors your cousin. I'm going to see a forecast. Nigeria for being able to see a minimum. No, they didn't see the car. Some of them see car no. Bare forecast. Be a Land Cruiser Coaster no went to work fresh up and no more. Say okay. This are the means. You enter to drive. You say you quite transfer amount. So we just can be a normal monitor. To car on the journey and no much or no module. Oh Ghana. So you have you don't have any paper to trace them.
Will it surprise you if this man or match on umpire happens to be, because I'm so a financier.
Oh yes.
And on one side be. And
the money a good news, and at least you are getting to the roots. Yeah. Because guns now they how do the people get access?
I'm so on my ampano on my two. I say on my AK-47 near the ading now.
Yes, which is dangerous.
Weapons.
Yes.
Yeah. And police ni say omo modus operandi ni say omo attack victims at gunpoint, kill victims in some entity. Said ya weekend. Yemfa ni say ebia enke ye enfant say bia ye unipa no resist ya, then they will kill him. Right?
Yes. Oh yeah. Such a mekum. Nti be for be 10 nti omo ben kan na omo twin fika ni.
Nti so one resisted there, they will leave you.
Yeah, exactly.
But who fight you man? Exactly. Now me see omo shoot to watch ni be.
The Land Cruiser na nti omo stopping and omo came close to out of the car. Make sure that
you have say robbery case about now no ya bokochi obi police mi ombonto ya say omukwachi no kibi.
Yes. Yeah,
mining the same area. Yes, papa we am say just not just osha or involved because social story now. CID boss they buy now or say or conducting activities around mining areas, citing that in Kibi in the eastern region he had been involved in 3 different robberies. Kibi nkwa March 27th or yebako May 19th or say May 19th ni 26 2021 into 3 robberies March and a May nkwa year 2 until he did one in May 19 and now trip 26 Asanko another one.
So it's in a space of 1 week. 1 week.
Until 1 week. So until the last road required 2 weeks ago.
So June 15th. He has done much. Also interested in the more you go into the strike or recruiting young people who are place and they don't know their way. No recruiting them. Then
I don't know 500 and go for more Gisco
and give them
or 550,000 Ghana cedis.
That's a lot of
from money. One Abdul they allegedly attacked one Bashiru Abdullah on June 7th and robbed him of Ghana 550,000 near Accra City Hotel, as well as on June 15th. Into a year to say among them so wababa kwi debi onyama no asan attack because when so called June 7th and o kwachi 550 no and o sign call June 15th. June 15th no kwachi car no Nissan Navara pickup.
He's a notorious person. What's a Ghana now? Sometimes you don't understand. Kroman they teach rubber money near there, but a cash of 550,000 Ghana cedis crying same as cash in an economy. People are not having jobs. So not all. Our system is making.
Yeah, me we my Jima man. Besa me my details ni na said it. Omso mo koche no. Right, na one Rashid Seidu 25 who was also arrested. No, 2 foreign pistols and a AK-47 live ammunitions. Nina belong to Abrifa gang.
Yeah, it's really pathetic that Utumu said there's no there's a lot of mutiny in the system. My little problem has to do with don't say but you have to limit it. I say when you go and break into somebody's home, chances are that you find the bank cards and in the TV about now.
Yeah.
But pass a hard end cash say $1,000. $1,000 that need them there. And when they come, those are the things they are looking for. Because what he say in the midst of pandemic and somebody had 550,000 cash crying same but you expose yourself. Now most of these things it will be a tip off. But you interestingly know.
Yeah.
And yesterday when I'm crying somebody you had done the business with will call them to come and chase you. You've been a bullion van here. Oh yes.
Banks was syndicator.
Exactly, they are inside.
Bulk amount.
Yes.
Almost from catch them say that's what is going
3 p.m. and almost steady check.
Say car we no use this kind of stuff. Within the banking,
yes.
The banking hall no matter information.
Syndicate. It's a whole big syndicate.
And in discussing that, Mami Adiwe to 3 highway robbers sentenced to a total of 210 years in jail.
Very deterring.
Yeah,
very deterring.
Now open.
Me say nipa no ye born in Kwana is proven beyond reasonable doubt. Say why yeah, they shouldn't put a human face to it. It should be deterring enough because as much as you want to inform
the
them,
judge said their sentence is to deter other robbers.
Exactly, because it's becoming one too many. Oh, of course, Haliban the Abeba say they are criminals. When
Justice
a felony.
His Lordship Justice Alexander Graham, who presided over the case, sentenced the 3 robbers to 70 years in jail each.
Exactly.
Wow.
Where the boom near amount 400.
Say 210. Yeah.
Yeah, 210.
Yeah. Omumi and San Obia 70.
Exactly.
Now, so where the 30. Now robbery na 70 now it's
good. It's better than for life. You have hope that one day will be 100 years. Maybe try 2 years do about for life they just but it's becoming one too many. I think the state of insecurity.
But I think the police have been on their feet now after one of their own was attacked.
Yes, that side of the story they are doing well. The other side too, it doesn't look good. But at least you praise them for this one. That's because you see, once you eliminate one person like this, you've saved a lot. 49er.
Yeah.
Because imagine, any catcher says successively, he's been successful in most of the operations that he's had, robbing people of their hard-earned cash in there. I think the country we need to have some of these proper searches, because you have a lot of these bad people, miscreants in society, which needs to be taken care of. But
and they also seized anti-robbery task force team of Ghana on Tuesday. Enswa Kosizi 2,882 live ammunition from a robbery gang at Ntwaso in the eastern region. Not just the eastern region. Are you a
hub? I bet then for
2,882 live ammunitions now.
When bullets near them.
Yeah, the operations. Also, the operation, based on a tip-off, also retrieved 840 rounds of M16 ammunition, 23 BB cartridges, AK-47 assault rifle, M16 rifle, pump action gun, shotgun, locally made pistol, 5.56 by 45 mm M16 ammunition, and 7.62 by 39 mm ammunitions.
Guns, these are high level guns, a pump action gun and M16 AK-47. M16 and by modern gun and most of the police. So you need Miguel Benoit Sojan and me the BD Agropa.
Nowadays
M16 or the
nowadays.
My girl was in the army. I had a girl in the army. Yeah, I've done it and army officer before. So but it's serious. How did all these guns get into the system? Proliferation of all these arms. So, the more you think about it, the more you see. When I was told Ghana is peaceful near the end, I sat here and I smiled about it, and you never hear but you hear some of these things. Thousands of ammunitions, pump action guns. Also, now influence of Galam saying people demand more. People wanted to protect themselves near the end. They had some of these things running in the system.
This week things are happening quick for them. They have also busted fake currency gangs involving 5 Ghanaians.
Yeah, you see,
I will dance so much,
which is also very good.
But say gangs is ammunitions. It doesn't come through our friends. Have borders, so it come from the borders, land borders. Maybe at Togo now.
Burkina Faso,
no, Manicho Kano. Please for no there. It's almost best amount for out.
No, ebi oha. Me pese me yi anano yenipai Nana Sabre. He told me one story, and I agreed to the moment no more come.
Yeah, borders.
Yeah, was I no crowd nan adeni figana
unapproved routes.
Yeah, ne figana and I echo Burkina Faso. So the border was closed until do hono Nana Sabre say no duty until stop car no.
Okay.
And I say no, the border is closed because the border can't carry goods. Yeah. No, the border is closed, so you came past. We won't allow you to go.
About tonight.
Just stop
in the cover of midnight.
Just stop
2 a.m. no more.
Or stop no. Or stop no. Or wana I'm saying Kofono Fre regional minister no.
Yeah.
Na regional minister no frɛ migration commander no. Nti wana na also friend na Sabre no say masa if you want to stay in this job I don't want to lose my job. Let that car go. Don't even ask them any question.
Yeah.
Let the car go. Original minister na frɛ say masa ye be yima this one maka na ntwemu a.
Yeah. Sasema kan ye eno ani o.
Yeah, we say Ghana power resides from the
top. And for now.
For now na say no man.
So when it comes to our country, sometimes you see when you are given a reality check, Obeka just say Charlie, you are doing the talk shop, but the reality check dawns on you that you know those who have the will and do well without, you know, they are our enemies. Because Angaka corners when a young burden immigration officer trying to do his job, that massa. Why should a couple of midnight this car be going? Impound it. Next day, no, you thorough search, then allow it to go if there's nothing in it. Why would that happen? There was this router or more, sir, as the load in be. Inti, Obe said tipper tracks on my be above the truck. About a kilometer to the Azul loading, Obakana cars by 1,000 a park on them. No, 2 a.m. near the end, then they'll go and pass. That time, no, or Baby about it didn't pass, we overload or Joe 5,000 way. But they were packed, they knew very well that Omunyafa over the load, a current standard Azul. And then it's a road, you know. Obiye ne juma papa no obi nso tie chire owo power no he is the one time he say you're conscience driven who regional minister na we san where's your conscience
manu cho time no continue na mo twa se mehwe we no yeah Kalusha anti police dey so na yan get to yenhwe
opo man can politicians for asem kakra because an answer be there okay upon the question
so boni dey me kwa ni say me boni dey because am for bo ho na yakọ me kwa I made a mistake
and on us more okay Boise or man be see you. Now because it's high politics say politicians enjoy so make one police for now. Police run there will be a two-fledged bulldogs. What I'm saying. And say my buy for kun there. Politicians be answer any ask you. But no man can think it be a politician near that chance you know. Yeah buy be when sincere. Say oi 1 year e be you ready. E be start free you know. A commander no an ASP now or show on superintendent now or share that you hono never catch and say kasache on kwala no and yes sir you do kwa share almost police for me say omo kroma omo sika no munya no you do kwa share kura bia se na say you ka so me ASP na omo nya that sika no until obek owo me fan say o stredu a obek person obe stredu ba on yes obek say obek ko kura bia se ebutu until say politicians na enjoy ama police force na autonomous anyo madwuma enwenwa na obodi hunu am say yes na opo Ghana e be dey kasa ye dey o man
yeah quickly the Ejura issue manucho na yemfa Boakye Agyarko story nwe because Ejura dey na running story timi feel say e bia mo kasa ho no be ye because your time na kopa quickly on the Ejura issue no other headlines are say be calm, don't inflame tension. Chief Imam advising the Muslim youth say omo enyedin. It's deeply worrying that NDC is taking advantage of tragic Ejura killings. MPP Kumasi Secretary of Defense
Sampine.
Yeah, Sampine.
Kwame na Sampine.
We Sampine so there or Sampine there na mebo audio quick one be. Now we Nanabia na the National Youth Wing of the party has released a statement which it chastised the biggest opposition party, the National Democratic Congress, for seeking to ride on the waves created by the Ejura killing incident. Into where a youth organizer Henry Nana Boakye Nana B and Diaba say a very worrying say NDC for afa unfortunate killings no at the area enkase and I nam Sampine and so edia and then okay we said there was a history of uncordial relationship between MCE and Kaka, but Sampine confirms slain activist is an NPP member. Yinte Sampine Kakra. Into no say na DC no ne MCE no ne Kaka enka has been already but also NPP but okay into the inti audio no.
Wo mu hu abrante fufuro bi a one de ofiri mu no Kaka no enya ntokwa ye ni nua to say no na ode abandon to put for afa ono so awo mo yan hwehwe mu na chairman say ye ko wie hwehwe mu na ko ba say abanu a de ball no na ye ni nua no a na de esi ye a akra no ko hwere wo mo nkwa ene wo mo ye dede no chairman na efrihin omuti da bia no asamba eyabutre eto da bia nsusoso bi e di asem ne ba no ntina mo media fo ni bi ene ya bi ye no misusu se e ka ho bi ene ma asem ne ba ye no efi se abrantie owo Ejura eye no kure se oni MC o muntam sheda emfa nti enema bi a osusu se esen ka MC ya onye ye no eno highlight wo Ejura onka fix the hwan ho onka freedom fighters ho asem ko baya nankrofo bi se from freedom fighters na bi se from fix the country na wo mu edi aginam se adia o yenti no bi dia ba no ebo no chairman the moment you go on that tangent we control emotions we man krofo kuku eno makuma wo mubu afu yesu so ne grant to interviews nipa nkwa wo mu nim no from Adam wo mu nim baby o tie so etuntum so ekokọ so etietie ye tintin ni aka ne basa ni abontrene wunya kalano sa politics na chairman esayasem no enti esayasem no anu na de grant so na ope political advantage ntino no so afa no kuram wase ne yemfia ho nyim ebise mahwe another video no so kwa joy for camera ne neti akwa ba ko anim okay I think they beated us you say they beated this man they beated this man into all recounted NDC incidents nkwa awo susu say from the NDC for nti so the moment to start speaking this way now part say what was the politics and the eba
na sampa nyem amanyofo na amanaba nsa
jama some we part it was a criminal offense nyama no for bia sebuni
but the politicization one amodeba
na fix the country for no make am
na start politicization
fix the country for any freedom fighters no am go start this assembly assembly by everybody treated this as any other criminal offense so obidia ba bo bitim near the hospital na protocol for him one more question can say Juma na question beside ni say Boma one na so for na wo mo yam panifo mo nam court no what is obi abo wo inti kaka ene nko bi beko akoy ni bibi kaka
means like grandfather.
Okay,
so that's his nickname.
My friend be me na my friend kaka because I thought that a Brazilian footballer no
inti you dey know him personally.
Oh I know him MPP activist
or MPP ni
yeah much man on location say tama your man MC no call unopposed no one of the guys I know I'm opposed identity yes and he was one of them and the history say on MC no temu enwo but enye boni bi so be called to the extent say obi be called but let me give that portion yenyama post for nominate
okay yenyama post for the sampan men kan ho osi oni MC in intermo because nanado mo eka say MC no ko unopposed no kaka ye one of the people or MPP ni mapa or activist sampan na kwase wasoma no on number of occasions na on for DC in appointment so he feels that DC you know adwuma na so ye for the past 4 years the man wanye nti ye mana to aso a disservice to the community ba o che say no can be say on gindi say eno be ma MC you know to the extent the honor was apostle say inja normal police for no but what you wanted to hear yesterday was your MPP for makers or MPP and who say only MC you know so term na saying but sampan confirm so only MC in term the
non activist no cry using
also Osman a couple of
you see as sampan very astute man
and I mean for Nana Banam was say or you very disappointed in Christian Council say issue we buy you know Christian Council for Idin, Omumekashi, Omuntumin Kasao.
Yeah, Peace Council, Christian Council, these are organizations. But I'll leave them for now. And you see, Sampan, very astute. I've had encounters with him like this. Very brainy, smart dude. And I believe he liked me too. But you see, I would like to break it down. He chose to make an assertion and went on that tangent to run everything down. Yati say ebia ni nua na de ball no you say ni nua na de ball ne dia and the mo kan nyina no you see these are statements are we just to have a standpoint to run down everything say ninya na de ye nimpo which is agreed that people felt aggrieved and they wanted to stage their displeasure. What is the business in then shooting to kill the people?
And in any case, ninya na de ye nimpo and we are yet to know.
Yeah, let's
because of what previous happenings now warnings idea man on the adeno tonight to say antecedents were hot say oh why you say you say because the man warning into say something happened to him. The first point of thoughts in everybody's mind will be oh and some man warning now yeah I'm about to say I'm cast when your video yeah when you're not yeah any say it's I think say you have to also
I wanted to go there. I wanted to talk about some pine there and then bring it here because Seninia no there now which is still a life lost. Until people have the right to exhibit their displeasure, but it should be guarded. They shouldn't go irate and start destroying stuff. But based on that tangent, say what say antecedents have happened. The guy was trying to make a DCE inadvertently a government unpopular by trying to show places feel said those things are only negatives, it's not showing positives. And even a group of young men went to technically have a discussion with him to tell him that stop what you are doing. I'm choosing my words right because I want to avoid words. I warned him, directed him near the end, but a group went to him to say this, and the MCE I'm sure was not happy with the way the young chap too was going about his videos. So anybody at all can be sent in that regard. I've listened to a video, so one family member has on what who said at the born or dragging on the floor near the end. Started say it. So where Sampine, I disagree very much with Sampine is that sending at the born. Now people felt that they were not happy, so they want to exhibit their displeasure. That's a soldier for common. So you want to say that freedom fighters face the country for no should bow their heads in shame because and sending at the born now the people want Momoka say it'll be no community soldier for Covona. You see, how can you run a country like that? Whichever way, people wanted to demonstrate because their life has been lost. Nobody was demonstrating because they said Nana Akufo-Addo or the government was the one who sent someone to go and kill him. You just felt that you got into a point. Imagine said George Floyd way by. People demonstrated, people remonstrated, people were genuinely not happy in the midst of COVID. COVID is genuine George Floyd the day by. It was the height of COVID. What America has it, and I believe people might even have lost their lives because they went on that rampage because a life had been lost. Yes. And so somebody might have even gotten COVID and died because he was fighting for a cause.
Yeah.
So for you to say that then why Omomoka said because of no hating streets now, they are the problem now. They are the ones now we should be concentrating on that. Obiatwe camera say Kaka is doing videos and he's fighting for freedom in Ghana and he's been killed and we Ghanaians should be worried no. Or Nuntina. Soldier 442, somebody knelt down like he was on a shooting range to kill civilians. I mean, that is what we saw. Advent of social media and cameras now, what we saw, that you see, people are so mad because of what they saw. Say, I didn't conform to catch you there. And people might say that yes, in the midst of Bueno, little is allowed. People should protect themselves.
Yeah.
But what they saw, somebody kneeling down in the range and trying to aim at someone. That's what people are worried about. So for Sampine to really dribble his way beautifully and bring the political angle that people are trying to pull in politics now, everything should be zilch. People should not discuss he being warned. Police department sending him a letter.
Warning letter, yeah.
A warning letter. Yeah. People getting to him. This
antecedents.
I mean, so the way situation is being handled now. And I'm
what do I learn some point the time in coming so be chipping and now bad and also kakra because on the different angle.
Yeah, bring it back.
Peace Council, okay, so why disappointed Ejura still related
for them. I'm also disappointed, but I mean I know where they stand in some of these things. I mean
where do they stand?
Where they stand is not to talk. They choose what to discuss.
They stand at Agbogbloshie.
No, they decide. But they decide what to talk. I mean, Omonomu decided what to discuss in the country, so they decided that this one is not of importance to them. I'm equally disappointed because Ejura and I say pick and choose, selective amnesia. We buy Rebecca, we the and can want them, but you should be seen as very independent. You can say not to be neutral, but independent and tackle issues. Peace in Tina. Ghana, yeah, bre. But people say if you've gotten to crossroads, people even feel that hey, Obi is almost they should return the fire. So I mean, I'm okay with them.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean that is what peace is about.
Ken Fagakrabika on that. And there's Boakye Agyarko issue Manucho. One abo. Yeah.
Let me say issues in the Christian Council, Peace Council, at least. That's a common one over 2 now who say what they are doing is they are doing a human job. But those who conform, they are not more political affiliations because there are some bodies are supposed to be independent. What I'm saying, I dear banal your Christian councillor, Mama, you say, me a Christopher, Makam Wabum. The big quite my money, Mona Senya, no more but to crack of more man paying so Nana, maybe I say a conti. Nana
Bankwana Kasa Inso Afire at President Yvonne Nelson.
Yeah.
Or Yvonne Nelson on Peace FM. Or say you disappoint us daily. Yvonne Nelson fires at President Akufo-Addo over insecurity, over security crisis in Ghana.
Yeah, the most difference. He said, I'm not for
Yvonne Nelson, one of the people who supported Akufo-Addo during the election. On the crap picture, on the try or the Modi story.
It's say conform more support to now and maybe do see. This is what we want Ghanaians to do. When I'm saying that you know my friends saying more they be bias supporting. If I can supporting now, yeah, then no waka now man move forward. When I'm saying and I say they be say what supporting it. The video says so right now. So another guy also or support to Akufo-Addo also say right now. No more cockonies also begin to disappoint. Also is disappointed. And see, I'm saying I'm for Mudo to me. I'm for Manu to no more.
Obi message be the Abraham show so Pama Masre. Nana Kuntungunugo, who is the power? Nana Kuntungunugo say on the 7th day when God was resting, knows the Bible say God used 6 days in creation, and then he rested on the 7th day. Now I say on the 7th day when God was resting, Satan created African leaders. African leaders are all like deeds and creed. They operate within the same wavelength. Oh my goodness. Oh God. Was it when God was sleeping on the 7th day na nyame resting no? And abonsam fa ho no be African leaders. African leaders in them operate on the same wavelength.
I wonder what they think. I mean,
message of the year now.
Oh yes.
And now also we are similar to Elizato there. Elizato say nyansa to free esorokra African leaders be use to yes the nyansa no be ma omutirim na omuntimi vamu oman no. But we see on the 7th day when God was resting, Satan created African leaders. African leaders are all alike in deeds and creed. They operate within the same wavelength.
You see, me, I sometimes shudder, but the difference that come from people sometimes I've been fighting for makes me mute. That's why I don't want to say virtually. I mean, the celebrities in Ghana, I don't want to talk about it. I just for very good reasons, men can be. Yeah, but that's the painful part. See, in Kovana of what share differences, it's what. Outside near we are not saying Ghana and yes Abrochu, but our leaders, because like the flooding, perennial flooding. Sometimes I sit back and there was a time I had it. What is positive about Ghana? Me positives. But you told me that
positives.
You told me that planting for food and jobs is a positive one in Ghana. That is the best, one of the best policies. I don't see it, but you convinced me that they are not there.
Oh, there is a good policy.
Yeah, no, like just tell you, I say, I mean,
me file a report on that for some time now.
I mean, I sometimes me as a person, sometimes I do this advocacy because I don't see the positives. If the positives start coming out, I mean, but we talk because we want the changes to come. But the people that you fight for sometimes are the very people even fighting against you. That's you are talking too much.
Okay. Yansha Boakye Agyarko issue no quick na ebi mo start abala ene so na emfa calls no. Boakye Agyarko say the contract signed under Mahama was murky. I think we did take a shot at that story, but we couldn't get into details. And then Osan say time also.
Yeah, we can purchase it tomorrow because and now unless you really want
running quick, yeah, because there's a and also I think World Bank 170 million judgment debt. World Bank warned you, Agyarko to NDC. Now I say the World Bank gave the advice that if they didn't cancel all the PPAs and if it goes on business as usual, it will incur a lot of cost. He said on Net 2, NRA, while speaking on 170 million judgment debt. To us, World Bank, Emma, NDC warning not to get into the deal, but they didn't listen.
You see, I always say this thing because I'll quickly try to do it. That is the harsh truth. The truth was that once a time at doing so period, then NDC, they panicked. They realized that most of the problems we were having was about the generation, power generation, and yet the distribution. So we needed to have quick solutions. So decided to bring in a lot of PPAs. And then your friend IPP now, then independent private power providers to come and help the situation. Until they sign that time, you just sign on hydro near the end. Send energy, money at the end. I think it got away too much. Some of them were superfluous. We didn't really need. We had to pay for near the end. So even 2016 September 1, they formed a committee. Say they should sit down and look at some of these agreements. And so 11 were chosen. About 11 PPAs, they decided to cancel them. You see, the issue where we are now, they say the contracts were signed, we decided to cancel. That's why there was arbitration. I didn't know why you say I can have a contract with you. I can decide that at a point in time, no, me biom. But there should be repercussions. That's why people say that Bem Obadi and Kanu Bem Abeko sign a contract. So Jawa, then you have a paper to stand on. Promises there, no biam for promises in Ejura. Like promises and Kamise and Kabana with the jail. You realize, so the reality is that contract was signed. We wanted to abrogate the contract. There are steps that we have to go. Arbitration. Then after arbitration, sometimes it gets to trial proper. When the arbitration is done and Obiatin was here, we don't even go for trial. You see, then we went through that phase with them. And say, I'm a foreign associate together with Godfrey Dami and one state attorney. They were involved with arbitration. Godfrey Dami sat in an airplane and traveled to London, not once, not twice, to go and negotiate on the arbitration. Maybe it didn't come to fruition. You decided to enter the phase of trial. Then you brought in the Tony Blair journey voter for terror and to help us because they realized that we don't have a good case. Even at the arbitration, where Boakye Agyarko make us a measure, then they say World Bank felt that you see SS power, you about 1.96 billion. You don't need it. In Tebeya, they gave us that warning, clear warning that say a SS power there. The system is okay. You keep to stick to what you have. Then Yebe cancel no. There were reports which were written to say it was GPGC no. They were going to provide us over 4 years. 4-year period number provided. Into first year now you can see a cancel no. We could have, but mama say report said we could have done it for 18 million. That was what the report said. In Tanka Yibetia and Pankabe 30 million Yibetia. But the negligence was sleeping on the job. We said, damn, then I rise it to 170 million, which is even more than an uncommon provide no po. The power they were going to give us every year, they are a little below 25 million. Into over the 4 years, my contract simple run and we will not spend more than 100 million and 150 million. But because young cancel, young say no, and if you go to arbitration, some of these things are more complaining.
Also, best summarize you.
Some of unless you see, when we went to arbitration, we had every chance to go and say that Masa Adene Murky, Muchiti, into Sadia. We better on work as a Masa, but this thing you were cheating the Ghana government. Into Sadia Mundi 50 million, and walk away. But we went there with issues like they had to get a license, they had to get this near the one yentin year cancel. Considering president say yes, more money, anything year cancel at the end. Na yanko kase contract ni shady ni enye papa ni adienti. So we went to fight the thing on another state, but the people were able to provide a mass and yamoka say providing you were able to do it. Ponko taman so for ni adienya, they are sent away so munya permit before you build your munya permit. The people provided a receipt. I just said they've applied for the permit in there. So I think where we are now, no, it's about negligence. So people should say sorry for us to move on. As far as I'm concerned, okay. I agree that the part 2 is that where I agree with you that in principle, if somebody signed a contract without proper due diligence, as in this year, that one also needs to be discussed.
Okay,
it can't go under the carpet and say. But the part 2 of the story now, you do say no. But when he speaks sometimes,
but also ministry also among for a crazy or like people are dread or send the signature, I'm forging the signature.
Exactly.
At the fellow firms, but because of the banking background,
yeah, it's a banker. Yes.
Yeah. Also, forge your signature near the end.
So it should tell you
behind
that,
you.
Exactly. It's a whole ministry set up. They are very, and some of them have been there for ages. Civil servant. You know, there's a pointer. Anopa Agyarko ministry throw letter to the Attorney General. Let's defer. Let's not cancel. Deferment, or snubbing, Attorney General. Snubbing. So why are we at that phase? I discuss say because it was murky. Because somebody will agree with you that the more I know about that now.
Even if it was murky, once the government of Ghana has signed, because contract here, the money I say, okay, Manuchu. Wabodam pa wojitum so wabodam no ajatum so wabodam na echena me kojina kotam ka che so wabodam na aka say wabodam I say you signed because you had to honor
yeah what be friend duress but the point here make sure that's why there's arbitration.
No, if you didn't sign under duress,
no, that's why arbitration means that a signature is not enough. You discuss it. So my sign it there, but
we can strike agreement.
Exactly.
But if I don't agree, and
that's why you're adjudicators. Adjudicator means or the common sense never be and can say what sign it. But what sign no binds you. But it will be discussed, and if there were some errors,
but we lost at the arbitration, so that's gone.
And I'm sure after arbitration, a trial. Where we could have staged up a case, and that is why I said, "Damn money at the end." A court arbitration, a court to me stage a very good defense. That is why you bugu yes or no. So where we are now, is not the SAG minister trying to grant interviews that it was murky near there. It was murky. That's why you cancelled it. But you could have saved us a lot of money, which you slept on the job.
508-304-9394 508-304-9394 508-304-9394. Kalusha Benyan is sick in some few minutes. By Yanko course no so now be Babarin Saloon Adaruma Otayechi and a phone in segment bro. Upa baby UT 1084 Main Street 1084 Main Street Brandebe UT now when munda na onye fe now be am safe friend and now walking welcome Anochi trading any Anochi cold store nti and Ghana for yedi dwa emre yedi edwa nyina ofako na etwitwa nam nyina ofako enam bia ope bia adaka ubenya bia to wa Anochi cold store aduane bia ope bia Ghana aduane ene aduane bia ubenya bia Anochi trading omumi no adaruma and yedi phone in segment Ebrem Anochi trading 54 Hamilton Street and Nabiam Barbering Salon so our Main Street only openia siama store no and ebo ho pe ye phone calls na si edefi Raman aso owia na daddy boat and so eko Raman upon to say
for national the top tier commander of always Commander 1
thank you sir.
Katre ni nyarum se mi cho mo pa Manucho ni Kalusha Nyankopon ka mo na adwumasom ni adwumadia
Manucho ni Kalusha joso
yo mani me show mo of Facebook online o ti da mo yes ya me show mo 24
oh okay
Manucho o show blue and also share white na Kalusha so share top white blue and color yeah. Oh, many comments so Opo kantira wachaja akuse nanu na ene no kasa omia nanu Opo sai for your PBS for your signature no for sign ya no omia nanu na ene no kasa she Opo and say that there's not just that Ghana ye baby piano. Ma who ye ma system has the Ghana ye yes kadia yard yes. Ghana the tia o mine Ghana ye yes kapada yard yes. The people just have start dealing with and our baby point. And I can get yana kebiya tuma. Nke bianka sa power no kwanke betuma tunto bia mama omubunga me be no. Nkenya kada na kukumata dumso aya ba bia dumso amafo feed nyina sai omo mo to asota omo mo to konfo amafo nam omo tsani nyina kwa ko tuagu ade tra o man ye to man na ye tu o man na brosa opo se papa man pe na na do kwa Akufo-Addo what he yan set commission of inquiry papa nka wan kata yan set commission of inquiry kuran kan pato so yo ha ayo wa so go Executive Commission for Onfara. Utase, Omwa Subono Bomuna, Ocho White Pipana, Ocho White Pipano, boy, no, because to dance me. And I'm so to do. And I was so can well and or no, almost two, what Norman could do on them. And nobody had a commission for Enquara. This is the Chiman. What sorry, and the Peace Castle, Bishop Castle, and then Omuna sorry, Kasa. They go to the Chimay, campaign saying now, Plant Mambo, Plant Kaki. And then when they said the echoes of mine, a person they need to be out Ghana. And the big question, and yet, the one also Ghana, and yet, the phone I see a Biamiano. On my name is you. Once a man to say Tunisia, say Yana, a brand Kama. I would say, and now my photo money, and a brand could drown or the top of Kuno, and no charge of Kuno, and a man butter, a Kenyao, and Tunisia. Shaman. No police about no police force shoot, no police force no almost so amount for as a whole nothing upon no Daddy. I see a man one yellow, so the police one yellow, almost make now such a money for no more right. So many yet, do not also Ghana no, and no bay yet crepe, no more bringing a cacao, not what on the sick I. Adama and Malum. The catcher said, I might not be a gun of
CP, you know, Raman. Say that the boat Nanka next, but that the boat line I drop 20. Bafo is a sorry to us, mammy. Bafo Bachotaminga.
I'm a person of Pamamisa and I'm a different no more about the more I'm Robert, especially the thinking now.
Oneno from Mauneno Sukakra, or voice from Wadarma. Bavo Kasa, that the boat, so Basso now for free, so Oba, do be a chairman complaining be more. Ne drew so me froze our wardrobe line. We see you are back now. Bafo ne Casantic, so we are now called Obano Catano, Obanzo and Meko. Bafo Kasa, we are another the boat to go.
You reach out the boot. Now, the American said, oh, I'm Robert and I can I can say now, more acting allegedly or matching on. I think, or more investigations will go through. If that is what is happening in the area, you're dealing a number of years beyond Yamlanitra. I think the best of what deterrent, the Mahama for I care for Nemabakwana business. Now, as I would the political to turn an answer for no. My class has a one few about the opinion, but none is a gun of I send by Yin would say. Say, I just say, you are saying to say, you can't send me all the time. I say, and I don't know. Anna, there is a Samijan lawyer, about Kasayano. Or can't say, Nanado, I'm a equal NDC for Nagana Yakuni NDC. Mr. What is our winner?
No, enemy, because Ghana. Right from the one, even NDC MP no what area hono. Ekasai, ewo NIT FM, Ekasai oye MPP ni no anim no nti. I wonder why Sami Jemfiso so kansa or bekansa.
Yes, I mean, anytime I say September na ye kan, ye nyam go trek because I had that information. Na just say that was what Sami Jemfiso said. Ewo ni. What
in the voice? I who say o kansa ampa.
No, maintain voice no, but
yeah, so do your assembly side they can. Me feel sir, once you don't have a reference point, you don't use it. It'll be a catcher. You've got to make sure you verify and make sure. It be our source, be website to be what I say. It's in menu so until maybe you are able to verify.
I will by all means try to find out the truth now. Personally, me the best and so that we
that's always okay.
Yeah, and I know that Kenya always say Oh yeah, where Omanche Ghana ne Brabaku. Ghana Yakuno.
Yeah, yes, actually brother Baku, yeah, Mate.
Very good. Now, if you look at the turn of events now, anytime you are changing as I say any NDC MPP and an crime is crime. And found when you talk yeah, it's a any NDC MPP and you basically know then you can happen where the police are on. Says here you're looking at the situation or no Kasane Bra, so you NDC news, so you MPP new. If it is true, why will you let them kill your own brother? And I say, why will you be involved in the killing of your own brother? So what I say, not just I said no, it is going beyond politics now, you know. And what we say, my sister now on the MC in your fine and answer for the I don't know what is dimension. But I am saying if I know quiet feelings and a day. So you MPP news, so you NDC news, you number 3, you treating as crime. And another one we are talking about the political colors will pay, not for attending the money around Ramanima Basa. Lastly, I believe in something. Last at the same time, who can say, every 4 years, there are several servants a war ministry, Biano Yansi. You probably be cap on our fine. But what they are called to say, they say, former Minister of Energy, Boakye Agyarko say, will be for anything which I war ministries or now. I think say, something very risky. Or no, not to you. How many ministers in a year with my for your Musa we know? How many MCs near with us are in Nakoso? Because every 4 years, Biano, I find no banner appoint a minister. While point there, they say, oh, you can't be year, 4 years, no qua. Yammy, I don't know 8 years, no be maintain no more fine. Oh, qua, then you take them along. In Papa for Baron, also the India, but I think that our ministries are some making. And yet all government agencies know, but our ministries per se. Sabena M1 leakage of information is been Cosma, South by future 19 quality our mayor of Tatation and answer for no and cost because animal M may develop into me because you know I support the call. Say every 4 years, Diana Kayan Santafono, Sabena Nipana on the ministers in the day 6. No, bit my because already a course here was Jacobi. Say a contract, there when you was on near the contract, you need to up to them. The one thing which I'll be Java saying, what you Tanya, what why, you be blamed for it. I think say you need to take a very critical look at that one. Then into Pomami for some Tasso.
Okay, Bafo is a sorry that CP. But your wow number, a daddy boat to us, we are now our number 838 no call. Now Luma is a call. Daddy boat, my into.
Your international sound where
and Akufo-Addo but me ho pa na so e
na me adom me ho pa international
mind you
your international let's know I say me ba na ma captain no ye over the crew no so your show bi aye no sa mi ya nti you become fire ona we will not credit na kakakra bi ana try to be team bi we nti na say ma shada na me yeta natural
daddy boy to say
me say yo over the assets so I will program severe I will fire kakra nti ema oguwe ya na so call
okay aya anya hwe yanko anya hwe yanko ba oba ne me meko enu kwa ne ame
mate ma wa de de me se masakra you ndara za me chari ya mo madika pre no mo mi di la chiba na ni che MPP man ya wo mi kuru mo say ọmọ ṣẹ́dẹ̀ nana Akufo-Addo ọbẹ̀ tó ní dẹ̀ndẹ̀n ọbẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ mà ní dùrùgbà ọdún tí kó sí yà nílẹ̀ ìrìn bẹ̀bẹ̀ ìtìrí ẹ̀bẹ̀ bu aná mà náà fi àánú kwan ó bá yẹ kúrò mú adé à yẹ́dẹ̀ ẹ̀yẹ kásá kyerẹ́ tì mọ̀ nìfọ́ lójú náà yà àkùmá ọ̀nà yóò jíjí wọ nana Akufo-Addo àmọ́mú ṣẹ́ international wọ́n sẹ́ ó dàbà sẹ́ Agbogbloshie tí wọ́n fi hàn tó ọ ẹ̀yẹ sà.
Yeah, also that about now question is sorry.
Agbogbloshie that's not to tell you all.
Yeah, by another police phone in the for almost scrappers in free or almost free and almost she ties no almost started to according to the report and a police have also fire gunshots near the but the good news is will be empire and take casualty be as will be prayer na baby but I think say Agbogbloshie market for no scrappers no man yade.
Now we say international. Now we can't talk again. I'm more pa. I fix the country leaders and NDC for BNU.
We in your politics. We your market. Omo ton ade o na. Yes, here relocate you. Omo so free ho. We in your fix the country. Na we in your politics bia.
Nka to say that na mo ma one say bi you know. Like I said na da say Gunshots to see you know. Since the country for that key am so little do mo be ji you know. Nka say to mo so ka sha go si for say since the country na be to na Akufo-Addo you know. Maybe I am one of the more than I yet. Thanks to the Imam. You see why you never be cashier, near the Marco, you develop for my Ghana. And that is the country we know. Who do care to do? So that we need only police in the near with your for who to over to their since the country for us and into the American. What I say, there's a second. Well, about to say you are the blame cry. And he said the and Crano. Couldn't we have ever? Until they are caught and get a coffee as you know. There's two of the Mamuka, Siapa Muka now. All say university. Who fix the country and the Casa. International Mestre, the Lama Lamoa. And yet, Christian country for the say, I mean, you listen to almost what they can be. What I say. Almost I do not make a bit of what you Uncle the normal dreamer or the man and for you made a message for any MPP ma Yala for ma won't go myself. To say, don't come with the NDC. If you say no mercy way I so glad, Nanado. And no mercy toilet to nuclear service, Nanado. Because the car don't pay no to me as you should don't pay no. I want to buy to service the country for NDC for. I want to the country do NDC for.
Daddy boat say fix the country now, fix the country now. What we MPP in no team no benefit be. The country near fix here.
And America say, young fix no. Wow, for we show me be. Let the NKU I never be back on. I have to say what I get about dinner. And don't go on about that to me. Follow me, Tima. I want you to answer me. I'm more money than you to me to say Ghana. I want you to challenge you. That's every day. What I get now. Everybody will be a freezer. You don't want to be a freezer. I want to say, Saga, you will have a Ejura. Well, we are saying that, but the NDC so we don't get informed to say. How much committee be also going on what is happening international? And no, Papa, I had to say for some people, because of them, and one of them, okay, that's it. To set him on the phone, we don't share this with you. On one day, we work at him, we have a show, man. Anyway, such like I'm going to be I am not sorry, no, but some of us, your mind, we don't go to their booby. Okay, come out, fine.
Thank you very much, Daddy Boot. Yarase, Bacho number 438 to us, my movie, I know Michael. Bacho and Anabana.
African president.
African president, let us say. Mind you.
Mama was not my family. Namichaka, Samokoja, go to be a Michel, any smile, or Omuti, Bility Rodina. In some army, that go to a Cafa before. And by forcing the Iguana and Kautana, Suquamuti. In that year, I first the country for me for how of my Ghana. Some more opposition don't go to so no Ukumu. One of what demonstration to change the net of Bianca or Moha Ghana. What are they? Namuko many and Amibwa. In that day, Obi Mumbai Muyano Obiano, Musi or Obi Ghana. But the Mamika kind of terminated was no say. Or more motives in the country in Nano. O piano was never said opposite Guanato or to CI. O man, no matter ya, seven to Quacano, then I'm up to the Bino. The issue CI come up and then I'm on the Bino. The one who got all and I want a connect quite a toilet and I want or chocolate in a year. Can you also put your quiet for Waku? And no, now I'm up to pay out with Zeno. Now I'm up to pay Ghana. So, just country. Opposite country now, who did a bed and but you. The entire question, then I go by what's all saying now, what's your script count. And then, on the script apparatus in a penny. What that was for the script, you know, the break one. Now, for some years, I just started to talk to me. I think that there's something or no, I training the party much work. Almost 2 souls to pay because of much no but kind of question was a net security woman just like the man of pension. Now, over Siana, there were a police and I didn't a police patrol team. No, I would say, Akufo. By then, what could I have for barrier? It was 10 years, they never know. Over na tu edi anadun na usha police car back with car. Obako bobari our main road so e react because in there before the Ghana new na echo working any money. What I say? The young kind of question that was it. Ghana ya me nu na ye beji in there o kuma dey. O man ko so amako benye sika ato no ma dey aba wa pam. So en ko so ho na to ade mo wa in there o fa ti na gba fi ko so. O bi anto obi anto nfe. O ti ko ko te ho ma dey so mo sa abachi.
Yansu da CP Africa President Oluma Apom design
Opome hoyo na so
Radio Adome hoyo my to boss
Yo opome da plebe na mencha me ta da talk da no authority na mencha me papa chama kujago na mencha di soso mone kamara munina opo ma membo manita ba so na won so part mo boy ma bra me se me bo ma ba so ba friend na be ready opo na me nya ba for ka ti say na me dem fia ko dina da bia ka se nkofo ne NDC for na one thing say correct no ma o ka so te ne baby but na me dem fi ene NDC penny for ko ni di NDC penny for ko Ejura on there ne ka sa ye mu no e no ka se nipa no 1 or 2 be NDC for by na no ti na o mo ba ha because that for ni na e Ghana for asema sami dem kan was 1 or 2 be NDC for but in this case no ndra achi Ejura kontinene e katae e mo confirm sa branch ni no MPP ni even MC na a confirm so MPP ni ye MP o do NDC ni wa confirm sa branch ni MPP ni
enu kra de ene Oluma me pesa obekasa akwa etiri kra enu kra de ene Sampine na nkasa nso a confirm say aboy ne ye MPP ni kese a onu kra wasoma on several occasions amana ya ade amano asa confirm on Peace FM say boy no ne DC no mo ntem enwo because oye one of the people a omo ema DC na san ko unopposed o kasati aye enti no ne DC ni ntem so some sling ti Sampine kra be kan Agyarko na Peace FM so
Opominya problem of Techmaya in 2014 16 June. Sorry, 6 August 2014 na ukuyada. Obo data obehu 2014. Opo before sa asem ne beba no. Na enema bi o wa na ye nkrofo ne ya opo na me bonjo so. Me wojo mu wa nema e cause complaint amanfo nim se ne kasa radio sunti na omo de blame no. Le ko MP fie ne ko kasa opo anfa nya adwuma. Me di na to no office me kama mani hunu e ka me papa ne ma me adaka me na me say di na to no office ko ka ja ona bo nema e ko soro enye omu fam nancy pop opposite na de omo ya na omo ye me decide say me ka na me ko ka jom no mu tie dia na me so no me wa kwanya o radio so a me de be fire omo e to po me statistics agenda no fire penifo no enye penifo mo ye NDC penifo no mo tetima na ade ti dia na me fire omo radio so opo me hu be ye o be ye penifo no kwa ma samba wa himfie because we jana sama me koka na nya asembia MP no etina be ka so ma wo mu ade MP nso tetima himfie oluma wo mu ade tiemfa nya no opo party na nyina matri e ma me be da sunya ne mo 7 good months me kama mani hunu because of NDC. It is a party, no. Boy, the Domian is only because Omu is a boy, no MPP, the name of my party now unpopular. Me NDC na make it as MPP in the Omeka so NDA propaganda. Never so MPP now it is as MPP there. And the owner rare, Yadama Fiao. If you normally have a touch my media NDA, will be unfun and sign coming. me wo minya nsem na omo kire me sasa me kama aje kire penipon dia and omo sini ni bedi and e ma omo kire me ma asa no kwa bai NDC for ba me pay 3 times and sana NDC for 7 omo hunya nsa ba me pay ye bo me ka wa hinteji ni nyan e je me snap site ade me ye party penipon anya re anfa I see a grand and son MP now on a dementa. I'll be too slow and ye campaign man, and walk for parliament, craft friend, and catch them to a kayak Mayama. Then you have figure as master Bayano, when you know, because I didn't try. Yes, it's that party, no. It is only a party, but never be cost now for car. Not the assassin Tago. Yes, I think I don't fuck with so. It is no crown, so that's how we die because I didn't be done all fun for. And yes, I plan to talk on the down. That the boat will buy anything beer, the who said that the boat are Kasa. So they say, Akasa crab, Aka, never one idea cost for the Trabamuda. Now, so Bound for no Bemo Bar, or which you condemn a friend said, a Kodopo, which you condemn one party. Oh, Sunday Yaman or some. And yet every blessed day, they know now, and another essay, and another essay. Who that the boat will not throw crack and was about post life. But who plan a comedy as well would tell. Before say it, they keep that 3 to 4 months, no one to repair it. And you know what I'm here to go beyond the tunnel. A 2 plan and cut a comedy. A common joke, I tell you, the Donya Kupo, a common the boat, I tell you, you need to see any situation will be our. You know, one and do come in and some of them. It's when the cannon the baby of the customer be so beautiful. Yes, you about what you say, you can't someone. I will cry the
okay, make it cancel.
Jamaica community, or man, my day. And then lawyer in Tia, are you comedian loyalty? So when the post your post area was all for Mahama. So the man who fought about me and misleading the money to Mahama said, the celebrity really post no. Celebrities, baby, took a nursing at a one. I want to see a social media activist. Want to see they also post up on Mahama. So I want them who fought so I regret to say, where campaign man and Akufo-Addo. It's one of the that won't depend on Akufo-Addo. Because you know, Susan and Akufo-Addo, I will be any so better or disappoint to it is only again and in our part, you know, the impossible. It's been no problem for testimony because someone cannot party name. I don't know that so be a white car. You have to for the end of the opposition. You try for to say about the Timon of us, sitting no for Lucia, or which be a master some of us, and send me an air cat, the Timon of us, if you are Lucia. Be vindicated at the end of the day. Yes, it's one big defendant and Yama and the and then I know that they obey your cool grana. Ghana for vampire man, I made of 1 year, 1 year, yeah.
Well, you cool, what were you? I've never bombed by a man or Boniacho. Anyway, I'm going to Mahala to say.
About another room, and Uncle Pody, and then so after Diana, the Asida, what thing, another mouth of Boakye. Robona and Chasoko and Coma Manicho, and then Yama Boss, Assembly Manopo, and I know what Jamie Amama. You were in that and Chabia, the child. Obo, let us try Yenya, some of the answers some are answer or debate. Yenya and this Obo, the Brazil is that a John and MP on NDC.
No, menka wa ha enti mamu meka kola bi na frɛ no no ka sɛ
ada bi mi anka na mi hwɛ wo dɔnyu
o utie wa utie
obo etiaba frɛ no
no mebeza me bisa wa utie bi sɛ ɔka o join news so
obo mi na mi hwɛ ne ya emia na mi hwɛ me phone so kwa na hwɛ me se bi a me de ka send
ɛna ɔka sɛ ɔse sɛ Sami Janvika saying,
no NPP, a fire argues NDC one and your Bekum, me, why any panel, why NPP? As open to Yan, as they say, NDC need nothing to cast and yeah, now NPP for your particular Kun, as they said, and so what have been NDC from one. I
so Sadia, very unfortunate because Abrantian. And minim dear, but I'll follow up on that, but. Okay, Sadia Wankani because Abrantan and Kasankasa MPP for now confirm MPP Nemra.
MPP, so MPP. What are they? If you have yenya no opo o de anya no kwanya no ne wo so a Agbogbloshie for ensem ya ekwoso opo e se du sen ani ekopa o mo cho se o mu fi o e ma o mo anga fight me bi o ma no so o mo se ya ma o mo 3 weeks or 1 month o mo be fi o na mo scams one mo so opo di da e do mo beta nka da tsana e di da bia Agbogbloshie o me nso nto na enko ni pa nko tu apu ana nso nto na enko ni pa sa e di mo fi o ya se ba bi kama amamu munkwana munkwata ofo yangaza babya yadi munkono obi kwa wonya ba bi ntawo munkoni ensie to ne wia no maka ba be demu na bre e je pita ba ofo nka we nkonya ade na ya kwa ko kanzo amuza ba tse tai na ofo ha se jana nzama ekoso amza anwa diye pa e je se ye hwe na bi dan kwa Akufo-Addo ode ne na si fom na oye de hu nyema ye na nye sadia papa na nza o ya ma NPP ye ya didi money because MPP abandi oba e pien one ma opo enta nyema ekoso e wona ne tanso enti ya ba say papa no onye bibi fo onye sadia 2024 no po abaye di ama Etiano emfa no wana bibi sa enye sa ye nyina ye pasu die ye nyina ye Ghana fo ye nyina ye NPP ye NDC no ye nyina ye enuanom baako obo mini aba kwa sama no waka ai aba anamwa ensama waka the Christian Council ne Peace Council it is somewhere no me kwa dem come the Christian Council for the 20 the Peace Council no opo first when ya team ma ye tizo o mo e dia juma pa no mo me ma ma kongo Ghana anti ne me ko so opo butimi ma bonti MS train ka bibi anado butimi ko transe enfra asumasi ene obente no o mo transe no butimi no mo nkata na asu dia ma Ghana. Okay, but
okay, yes, Mamimfa Nana Ujambo, Mami, we are number 41, and no atraso. Nana Ujama Pumti saying.
Never no senior, but I'm using them also.
I read in here, Dinia, yes, your pa, my intio.
Opo ne wasida ene aye nyu bia esemeto edenya nkopon asepa opo adenti na America sa mo fidi ya so na ben na nsane nene no nya na America se aye jumaje bia ya sa se aye ye kan wa son pensanti ni pa bia sa se no mo treatment kwan opo se nyame amfoti ne nura ne defia da meka sanfofo na mo kana fidi so ene se nura me ko fie and no, and radio station here in Akana, I want to me. We could do.
Wow. Now, says I sent guys out, mammy.
Oh, police station after a menu Mukwaya, Oluma, I'm soon my boy for my dear. If you are my channel, I'm a friend. I'm a check through prop. Mark me Sunday, remember die. The one if you so Mount one or a member, you know, on a demo about Ejura or 2 quite a crack. No one a man friend said, Nana, who said them on me, Jimmy Smith, damn light in this issue. Who said them on me, Pinam said, they're not in the big power, Pinam said, yes, no, so Phobia Bahaku, Kamaya, group see me now, more Bayare. I'm not good train will call the over to the moving. No man is almost a man for Mutin, you call say Ghana. No one am here, no, may I read my free police, I'm a free police. Mr. Busa almost small, yeah, so for Sabi say Ghana say so bia o bambo chosem na mkase ma se mesroma mo nti na me ya region na me ya ba hono se e kasa no mate o mu e che ye ba na ko krabasa amode ko ye do ne ye mo bikino na eni mu de na e boga kuzo ndi o mo nti ba chi na e ye wudu ande o mu do mo na ko butu to ma se na e ya re ko sem papa se na mu fi ande ni e kebeto
almost so crime ni saying me pesa me tiase almost so program na we no why den
tete almost say almost eba be to be say na me ma say ni no fi o na so almost say ama me di bi kofi be o ko ejipo mu ni se bi kofi almost be me pa me no almost edi akoba almost ni ye almost so mo hwe kofi na ma no so mo ye edi apikra aso sa bi almost ba be ho ni and a program na you know, and that is you program Monday. Now you may be different. Say, you program can I call me the but I'm catch on say, or moon and then it was here for no community because you discover you put your normal sanity. Yeah, my friend, I ain't what Emma didn't say. Now you no difference so my give the chance and I maybe I need show more.
So what was that? A program no a politically motivated a political show and I say a social program but a center on development in your mind so
yes social program maybe me say how we need a project out as a first similar like youth for media and they're getting different. They're getting different. You who near ma enya ya baba so nyenya so nya upon them. Omo je bridge ya middle bed for your modi kama ya bo mama so be where man get na ba Sunday in some Sunday for me so asan enya pra eno nam koka ho asam say nem pray MINT and performance stop wo mama eno eno ye start here na sa nyema we ni so. Is there police also more in Canada? I say that's for near for you. Almost you may cost like is it a man of almost so and better see you. This room may put down in you about the born animal from my papa that next time.
Now, baby, I've got a cousin is in your show. Now, no, jam, Kafa.
I've returned America.
Unza.
I've returned someone.
I say, Bimuti organo, Bibriti organa.
Hey, and may forget to car. For the reason I want this room, Mama, I will play my sponsor. I'm not Chico, and I'm Papa. Maybe I'm not Chico, yeah, I'm country. Mama say, we can be more open than Papa, Namo Famon Papian, Nam for no fruit. Yeah, I had a temper, then I'm Papa, the Okama Chico, Sabinia. Mamma, Mr. Danso.
Nana Ujambo Amayadasi. My main father and number 41, possibly to be my last call. I'm very exhausted today. Mbachongweni.
Obo, Yakubu,
Hey, Jamra, boom design. Kokobra for you now, and menu community radio for you now. Yeah,
we are my papa.
Yeah, that's
my I mean, come on. Opo, get the lemon to the Kamako. Opo, Diogana.
A bemmer, Yamo.
I didn't see what they say. Baby.
Ejura,
upon Ejura, Ukraine. Now can be the job and condemn the Anaka. Ukraine and who can now go from there on there. Back on the casino, rather no couple of police at Tamuana. And no go on my Ukraine. And no Ukraine, my phone and Catanian and Catano. There are not shares and Yadi was when
yeah.
As a Babu was a ma and we have got trouble for by the team we had trouble for so. I say, you just so police me class 1 year. Put your papa to need for you.
Yeah.
I don't mind them no. Oh, only you know that I need to see the police for the Goku, Ghana. Yabi. Now I'm going to say the police for my number for my name. People are going now about the channel. What kind of America? No sound of Toba. I police for the Goku panel. It didn't know what tell you the only provide for very much of Mokado the Pifra. Oh, we're not one yet, Africa, another Ghana. I don't want too much. I said, yeah, chicken visa, yeah, I'm buying, but I'm buying. No. You know what the other share, you normally see. What I said, why do you put for a call? No, they only an so. I didn't get a bad gun at the who's so police for this suggest whatever. The everyone don't the suggest for nobody. Next to be here also I need to. If you don't wear the butcher so. But children for the final. No, I had to trouble suggest for the whole tackle.
Yeah.
But all the Crow, I know what bullet the show, woman, that would do that for you too. No one bullet the show. Yeah, I can't let me who said, yes, Mount Polo. I'm not way, yes, never. I'm a full bomb, as you say, but calm down. Nay, you know, my day, I didn't know one crack. I never forgot it. I don't know, you do it. You have to get them on the Amata. What do you do? What time to walk one day? You little got a walk of in the no. But all the two one of them, yẹ tutu mi ẹ̀yẹ sábà gbọ́dọ̀ gbogbo ṣàtẹ̀ ẹ̀ àtàwọn ìyàwó kẹsì ẹ̀ tún mu sẹ́mu nkwe wọ́n àwọn yàrá mọ̀ sẹ́mu nkọ́ yẹ nkọ́ bíbí ẹ̀ bíbí sí àǹsà ní ẹ̀kẹ́lẹ́ àbá ní yàrá ti bí yẹ alọ́bù wa yẹsẹ̀ yẹsẹ̀ káàtó ní ní àdáfẹ́ tu but àfọ̀dé ntì yẹ gánà àfọ̀dé yẹ kùtẹ́ níbi sí ntì ọkọ̀ dà fòṣù bí obi à náà polisi bá bá náà kò fi tu dáná ní ẹ̀fẹ̀ kẹsì dà fọ́kọ́ wọ́n di wáyà wọn wà alága wúwú kọ́ à wúlò ṣe yàn kà alọ́bù wa yẹ ti tu dẹ̀ yẹ kẹ́ni yẹn lẹ́yìn sísá yàgbá àwọn yẹ tutu náà wáyé yà á mọ́ àwáyé ọ̀pọ̀ nyàkú mọ̀ sí àyè pàrọ̀
Nyamenka so nana ejamra mecha kokobra chikrom ne fumeso ati krom bawro achiase echem ene area hofo nyina nyaminsho yadase okay mbacho 95 hoya
mbacho
Ibrahim mainto
ofo nyaku ponchira wati
yadase
nyami en kan sede si boa ja ye fere do ta redo no yakupo emboamo ena ya ye omo kemi kunu yakupo emboamo omo pe ga na ye no yakupo emboamo no yakupo emtom di omo pe ga na ye yakupo mama ji mo ni enwo mpi opo ke nyeme ti ko so le kan ha sama ni ya ni ba ko ne kan ha agbogbloshie yẹ kọsọ no obi kwa ni sẹ ẹnẹ yẹ bá bẹ tí wọn máa firi hɔ no ọmọ hu yẹ ano sẹ amanfo bá hɔ yẹ ẹni anum ọwọ àmọ yẹ fẹ ọmọ ànlá nàpa yẹ ní ọmọ kasa nti obi ka sẹ nípa sọ yẹ dini a nípa sọ yẹ dini no sẹ wọn bọ nípa rẹ koko wọn ma ne mmẹ sẹ wọn tu náà wọn tu a ọfọ sẹ ọmọ hu yẹ nìyẹn náà yẹ wọ́n kẹsẹ wọn máa tọ́ ọ náà dini. Ọmọ ọmọ bẹ̀ẹ̀bi yá so 400 nìkan sáà ọmọ ọmọ sáà condemn dealers no yẹ máa mú bìbí yá sẹ́ ọmọ nkó 400 nìkan báyìí ẹ̀yẹ́ nípa ẹ̀dìsẹ́ndì sẹ́ di àbáyé ní ìyẹn ẹ̀yẹ yẹn nyina yẹ tim wọ́n náà yẹ àbáyé no ẹ̀yẹ mímú sẹ́ ẹ̀yẹ mímú wọn náà yẹ máa ṣiṣẹ́ sọ àbáyé no sọ àbáyé no nkọ̀ ẹ̀ hàn sẹ́sí náà ọmọ ha yìí yẹ yẹ àyẹ mi di yẹ náà ọmọ ha yìí 400 nìkan ọmọ ayẹ kìtìkì òkú ọmọ sẹlẹgẹ sẹẹtì náà fún àwọn kótó àbáni bíi àmà npp ọmọ àná ẹkùkù mi tó ntí wùtú ọ náà nyẹmà kótó náà ti wù à òwò àná sẹ tu ní àná ẹka wọn asẹmà mú mọ́mú yẹn nyina yẹn baako ní ẹnka wọn asẹmà nyẹ sẹ nípa náà bẹbíà nípa náà di wọn mistake náà di àbọ nípa náà ayẹ sẹ nyẹ fain ọkọ yẹ ti máa inú ayẹ sẹ yẹ dọ yẹ hu àná ẹ máa hu kyẹ wọ bẹbí à nípa ayẹ ní bọjọbọjọ náà wúkọ tọm náà àná ní bẹbẹrẹ wọn wọ́n mọ̀ ní bẹ̀bí bí àná wọ́n mọ̀ ní sika bẹ̀bí àwọn ọ̀nà pẹ́ náà ọdún yà ní ìdílé wọ́n kọ́ náà wọ́n mọ̀ ní nǹka yẹ̀ di àná ọkọ̀ pọ̀ náà àyẹ̀wò ọ̀pọ̀ ń ti àṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n tó rédíò ṣe ṣe náà nǹka rédíò èyí à àyẹ̀wò di ọ̀nyá òdi ọ̀ náà àjùmọ̀ ìfọ̀ wọ́n pọ̀ àti àdìyẹ kí à wọ́n sọ ọmọ yìí nǹkan ọmọ ẹ̀dá ti àṣẹ ọmọ ti àṣẹ sá Ghana constitution kó dà mọ́ kàn sá nti mi máa ń yìnà yẹn nyẹ baako ní di àbáyé ní yẹn náà yìnyín no yẹn kẹ́kẹ́rẹ́ plane ẹ̀yẹ pín nǹkan àṣẹ di ọwọ́ yẹn ní yẹn yẹn kẹ́kẹ́rẹ́ no ọ̀nyẹ́ máa yẹn nsuo no sọ yẹ di àyẹ̀wò di wúnyẹ bìbí di nkiri ẹsẹ wúnyẹ yẹmiyẹ wúnyẹ yẹn kura wúnyẹ nfa ho ẹnu de yẹn fẹ ẹ bọ hàn ọnyẹ ọpọ yẹn kó bọ nǹkan ọ̀nà yẹn ní tirẹ̀ wa
yẹra sipi thank you very much thank you Ibrahim yɛntumi mfa ɔfrɛ bi abio akasi manum pɛpɛpɛ na abɔ no mmienu na yɛkɔ akɔfa peace kaseɛbɔ no ɛde abrɛm no nsia wɔ Ghana yɛmfa wei nto mu anim sɛ yɛnu abɛma ɛyɛ John Addo wobɛka ya ɔhema ekunu ɔmo na ɔmo yɛ yi n'ano wɔ Armenia Cultural Center yɛnu abɛma John Addo se Ghana for ne mo yɛ adwuma titiri wɔ UMass na no ɔdɔ a mo yi na di kyerɛ ne deɛ buru na adwene ne nte aseɛ so nti ɔne na yere ɔhema ase yɛnsa na mo ase special pa UMass fo amo ne yɛnu abɛma John Addo yɛ adwuma ɔso ɔda mo ase n'ani asɔ ne mo yɛ ma no na no na buru ne so kyɛ sɛ wayɛ overwhelmed nti he's most grateful ɔda mo nyinaa ase nyame nhyira mo nyinaa ɔne ne yere at the same time ɔda Ghana fo nyinaa mutumi ba ebigya ɔne ne yere ɔhema yi ne nyinaa ase with that said na yɛ kai mo nso sɛ apostolic visit Apostle General Sam Kranchankra Eba Worcester July 23rd nti moma yɛ nyinaa yɛ nhyɛ no so 22nd to 25th asɔfo a yɛfrɛ no sɛ James Sapon Kumankuma ɔno ɛna ɔyɛ host pastor Royal House Chapel Massachusetts nti ɔsi yɛmfa ntom anim sɛ siesie ɔho no gye berɛ na ɛberɛ a nyame nipa ɛba a ɔde nyame nyansa nyame nimdeɛ nyame akwan ɛna ɔde ɛkyerɛkyerɛ ne mma ɛma wotumi tena nyame naase no nso otumi ayɛ part of this program unim sɛ Apostle Sam Krankyankra nye nipa ketewa ɛwɔ Ghana in terms of nyame adwuma Manucho will tell you sɛ wontumi nyɛ asɔfo akɛseɛ mmiɛnsa wɔ Ghana abra Reverend Sam Krankyankra ɛnka ho botaeɛ ɛda dwumadie ne ti ɔse let it rain enti 22nd to 25th numerous 6:30 each session and Ebaso we Open Heavens Convention 2021 Apostle General Sam Krankyankra and so eba tiensha so na nyina ntumi gibre na yemra emeta dwumadie no echi na enye fefe meji nyamensem ahoden ene inshra na meka mu say nyame yadma 18th July ena Mrs. Opo National so baby shower no baso eti ye to nsafre adofo nyina se momra na mometa Opo National ene the family na echi abra we are almost welcoming a new family member into the Gemfi family. Nyamisha mu nyina sam baba na efe at the same time July 25th and so minu abema Christopher Mankwa any few na dankwa Mankwa so baby naming ceremony ewo Indian Center me kai say baby shower no 18th of July no ekoso Indian Center and then 25th Amankwa ni few na so there no the same place Indian Center Timonsha no so na 18th July and Mrs. Opo National baby shower no baso nyame nhyira mu nyina yede mu sia na yakwa akofa kasebo no de abramu nyame ya adom a ochina nopa the Fridays edition of your most listened to morning show Eddie Bebro Kai Nation no say Richway Auto School na my day motivational message bro weather report ura down so any Dan Auto Repairs Sports Big Olu Asama Trading Super Cleaning Services and Anochi Chrome Restaurant and a political discussions so Danko African Market KM Ralph Roofing Rashida Financial Services and Aveno Women's Health Services. Phone segment was brought to you by Nabian Barbering Saloon and then of course Anochi Trading and Anochi Cold Store. Nyami admo chanapa yenemu ebishamidi di no opoku jemfi ote manucho enka and ote Ken Kalusha nsonka adum dumeya yenemu besen esha ochna tiwe na yewe aneduko peace 1043 ni akofa kan kasebono edia bro
abreche brabo enda femo se na obeye obenya